This episode is sponsored in part by PTZ Optics. Why hire a camera operator when the control is in your hands? Visit ptzoptics.com for more information. And by NewTek, makers of the TriCaster TC1. Stun your viewers, not your accountant. Visit newtek.com for more information.
Well, hey guys. Welcome back. It's been a couple weeks. Well, actually, it's been 2 weeks for me. I had no voice last week. I was at Korg's, and we'll kind of get into that a little bit later. We're a man down today because, yeah. So before the show, Moat and I kind of got into it about. He kept saying that he was better at a certain game than me, and then he said he was going to have to get UAG to take care of his light work, and I don't know. Jade, it just got to be a mess. I mean, you were trying to do the best that you could to be the moderator, and it didn't come out right.
Yeah, it's super violent. A lot of bloody noses.
Well, and then Travis had to go do the show for Arcade One Up. Well, then he got in the middle of it. Now him and what's his name? Oh, he's gonna shoot me. They have a battle with Mortal Kombat 11.
What, Nick?
No, not Nick.
Welcome to Die, console fanboy.
No, please, come on. We all know that's an easy win for him. OTG. I was trying to think of his real name, but OTG.
That's an easy win.
Well, yeah. Oh, shots fired. No, Mo is. They had to do the Outsiders. I think that's what he called it tonight. Something happened. Ralph had to work.
No. The Outsiders got pushed to like next week or something.
Oh.
I thought.
Well, I don't know. I thought Moat had.
Yeah, Moat just joined. His viewers just joined.
What are you talking about?
They just.
Hi, Moat.
God,
hi, Moat. We're not going to continue.
I was in the middle of a nice little, diatribe, and we were just talking about foolishness. Then I heard something about me not being good at a game or something.
Well, no. I was talking about.
What is this nonsense?
It wasn't even my nagging. It wasn't even my nagging. It was the game comment.
No. You were saying before the show, and yeah. I mean, it was just one of those things. Like, don't don't pay no mind to me. I mean,
Clickbait.
It was click. Yeah. What Jade said.
I got you baited. That's cool.
But anyways,
chat officially for those who are just good evening.
Moat was like, "Oh, I got a pass tonight." And
I did.
I heard it said.
I had a whole hour buffer.
Listen, I was watching while I was setting up. I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know. I was like, so then I thought, all right, I'm gonna give it back to him when we go live. I'm gonna say something like,
yeah, Steven was raging.
I'm gonna give it back to him. I was like, I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna have him.
But he knew.
No, I know. I'm messing. I
know. But Travis was like, dude, go. And I'm like, okay, go. So I'm here to disrupt all the chat.
That's okay. So guys, welcome everybody that's here. It's great to have you guys here. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Some of which probably was stuff from last week, and I apologize. Sometimes I don't know what it is with these conventions. I have another one coming up here, and I know Moat, you'll be there, and a bunch of others in Cleveland. I hope it doesn't happen the same way, but like I had allergies, and then I lost my voice at Korgs. It was like so loud in there.
Korgs,
yeah.
Korgs.
Yeah, it's like I think it's Columbus something. Columbus something of retro gaming. Columbus.
It's
something like that.
It's all about the experience.
It's the experience and stuff. So I mean,
all about the experience.
The last couple days really been boring. There really hasn't been a lot going on. I mean, we've all just been kind of hanging out, waiting for the show to start. And it's a Corgis convention, says Game Junction in up over there on Facebook. So Big Bad Bill is Sweet William now. You're Sweet William? Tell us what is this? What's he talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, come on, Bill. What is this? I'll bring this
That's
up.
a song. That's a song lyric.
Central Ohio Retro Gaming Society. That's what it stands for. Corks. There you go.
Wait, what are you drinking, Bill?
He's probably got his rum and Coke.
Just a little bourbon.
Oh, okay, bourbon. Sorry. Jeez.
Well, why are you hesitant about it? What?
Bill, did you have a long day?
No, he's like, you're not getting any of this bourbon. I'm like, Bill, it's not even, can't even have any anyways. So, here's the Miley Cyrus quote. The journey is usually the part that you remember anyways.
So are we getting calm Moat tonight, or are we gonna get like fired up Moat? What are we getting tonight? Are you excited about the announcements this week, or are you just kind of like, eh?
I am me tonight.
Okay, so
depends on what it is. You know,
so mediocre. Mediocre. Okay.
I've never been mediocre.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to see if we get fired up with the stuff that's going. All right, so we'll get into a little bit of the arcade one up. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it, but let's.
That's what you said last time.
No, this time I'm gonna. Bill told me we're not allowed.
Arcade One Up. News and notes.
Well, that's just a little bit of to come back to. Little alrighty then. Little full of ourselves there, are we? So right before the show, Arcade One Up did their One Up show. I'm not even going to say what show it is because they're confusing. Anyways, it was the show that
the Travis show.
Yeah, the Travis show. It's pretty much is the Travis.
Let's just put it this way: they brought Eugene Jarvis on to basically
and the twins. I'm calling D-Mac.
Well, we'll get to the twins, but they brought
I'm calling them the twins.
Eugene Jarvis on, and I'm glad
twins.
I'm glad he did because some of that stuff I didn't know. Right, I didn't know that the manufacturers wouldn't allow for the other cars, license the cars to come in. So I thought that was good to know.
I'm pretty sure I hypothesized all of this.
We don't listen to you. You start going off and
that's why I have to say it live on air. I'm pretty sure I hypothesized all this because nobody listens to me.
It was speculation, right? And then what was it with the tracks that the Fast and the Furious tracks because of what?
What do you mean?
They had to go with Tokyo Drift because of the way the hardware was compared to the original.
Yeah, well,
Fast and the Furious.
they said that Drift was the more optimized version of the game, which is true.
That was it.
It was the more optimized version of the game. What you lost between the translation was all the car roster, pretty much from the original Fast game.
But can I say,
I mean, like,
it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, the drift mechanics are the best version of the game, in my opinion. You can power slide in the first one, but it's not the same as drifting. Like, drifting is way more fun and easier to do.
I thought it was good how Travis did it. He brought on Eugene Jarvis, hit everything, and then he brought the Bobsey twins on.
The Bobsey twins?
The Bobsey twins. So he brought them on, and they ping pong back and forth answers. And I think, like in the thumbnail, we kind of speculated a little bit that and Eugene Jarvis kind of threw it out there. I don't know if anybody picked up on it. He's like, I'd really like to see a Smash TV and a Robotron cabinet all in one. So you kind of know that that's probably what they're going to go with. You probably get to get two variants of some sort, or you're going to get it both. Mo, did you get that from that as well, or was it just we're reading into I'm reading into way too much?
No, that was literally, I think, one of the first things I said to Travis like an hour ago when I was trying not to talk about Arcade One Up. But no, I mean, it makes sense, with all the hints that have been going on in various places and various media. Yeah, for them, they would need to do both. Because why not? Why not give people the best of both worlds? Fulfill two fantasies at one time.
Yeah,
absolutely, go for it.
I think it's interesting that they also stated that once a month,
and they have to do at least the Robotron skin, or Michael B won't buy it.
I know he's very adamant about the Robotron. He's like, I'm not good at it, but I do want it. What do you think about? What did they say they were going to do once a month? They're going to release like cabinet information, or they're going to do a show.
A month and a half.
We've heard this before. We've heard that they're going to do a show every week. Then it went to twice a month. Then it went to once a month. Then it went to whenever they feel like it.
Yeah.
So I'm not buying this. Nothing, and I'm not saying this. Travis is only going to tell what he was told. I'm not buying it. I think Travis is going to have to say to him, "Hey guys, we're at a month and a half. Do you want to do a show like he had to do today?" Right. That's one thing I think they need to get their crap together with. Honestly. I think that don't tell the community that you're going to do something and then turn around and not do it. Even if you're just going to come on with the Bobsey twins and say hello. I mean, it's something, right?
I think that they should start doing like musical performances instead of like Q&A. Like Travis just talks about all the factual stuff, and then they do like a musical performance. And it's like, but it's like a Backstreet Boys style performance, and there's like wind coming up from underneath and their shirts are flying up, and
So I do want to say, hopefully things are making a turn with them. Mortal Kombat gets an update. We're still waiting for Console Fanboy. And then Davis, and then the Bobsey twins can come out and say, "Quit playing games with my heart." And we can do that. So I just want to let everybody.
One Up is back. All right.
That's even better.
No. Listen, there's certain things you can't ruin in this life, man. And NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, you cannot do that. Yeah, no.
Well, now every time you hear it, you're going to think of Arcade One Up. So we're going to hopefully not have any issues this week. I know 2 weeks ago, I was told this show was a dumpster fire. So hopefully the show is not a dumpster fire this week due to the machine. I've been kind of working on it, and it seems to be.
Wait, the show is
a
dumpster fire?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Didn't you see Brad's video? He said in there that he says, I don't know why anybody pays attention to this show. It's just a big dumpster fire. He said, didn't you see all the problems that we're having? And I was sitting there going,
you know what dumpster
well,
fires
wait.
though?
he wasn't lying. This is the one time he was not lying. It was a dumpster fire. That's the way I felt when the show was over.
Dumpster fires are good for roasting hot dogs.
Well, listen, I learned, and a part of it was my fault. I should have rebooted the machine. Listen, I'll take this one. I will take this one. So
Bill,
hopefully nothing happens. No, I got the hot dog reference. So
angry. What'd you do, Steven?
I don't know. Everybody's
pursed his
angry.
lips.
I'm trying to get I'm trying to have a little fun here. Moat's mad because you started doing Backstreet Boys with freaking Arcade 1-Up.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Listen, show had technical difficulties. There's nothing wrong with technical.
No, but I take pride in that stuff, man. Like there's stuff that I know shouldn't happen.
You know how
I don't know why I did it.
And I get that, and I respect that, and I feel that. You know, what I mean, I completely understand it. But the dumpster fire with the technical difficulty will still better than that bullshit that he puts out. Let's keep going.
Well, either way. All right. Either way. So we got the Arcade 1-Up stuff. And anything else we want to cover with that? I know the Mortal Kombat updates. I think a couple of guys are doing it, have done it. Anybody else in the chat room done it?
Sorry for cursing chat. Sorry. I haven't done it. I don't have it.
Where's your cuss button?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
So
I wasn't even thinking about that.
I just want to let everybody know, and I didn't want to bring anybody down. Okay. So last week, and I'm just going to be completely transparent here. Last week, I did lose my voice. I did. It was starting to come back on the mend. But if you guys watch my game nights that I have Saturdays, you'll notice that it hasn't been the last couple weeks. 2 weeks ago, an 18-year-old friend of mine who comes to game night, he has the beard, if you recognize his name's Frankie, went into cardiac arrest.
Ooh.
And 4 years ago, he had a heart transplant. And during that time, I mean, for all intents and purposes, a heart transplant is hard on the body as it is. So apparently his body went into rejection after 4 years. So he's still at the Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh. He turned 19 last Saturday. In the hospital. He's in a medically induced coma right now. Now, he is on the mend. They're going to start waking him up. We're coming up on 2 weeks here. I'm saying this. That was one of the reasons I had to step away. But Mo, I think you said this in a stream. Jade, you said this in a stream. We're all sitting here griping and complaining over arcade companies about this isn't right, this isn't right. And I was just like, I don't even want to do a show. I don't want to be on. I'm tired of the complaining. I just want to have fun. I want to get back to. We got a 19-year-old kid who loves these games. He was playing Fast and the Furious, the one that everybody's trashing and says it's a pile of crap. That's fine. That's your opinion. And I was busting his mom's chops, and I'm like, I just beat his high score on there, so he's got to get better so he can come back. And when they woke him up a little bit and stuff, like he wants to get out of there. Like I know his brother's itching to come over. Like that is why we have these games. For people to have fun. What we're doing, what we've seen this week, that is a dumpster fire.
Absolutely.
So that's what I have to say about that. Yeah. So I want people to know, because you don't always know what's going on in people's lives. And you want to attack people. You want to go after people over what? Stupid nonsense? Come on. I just felt like before we get into anything here, it's been stewing on me. I don't want to get you guys involved. You don't even have to say, this is me here. Okay? I'm just saying. Like, I told MG about it. MG knows about what's been going on because MG watches. I think most of the panel knew about this. And I'm very private with my private life and friends, but I just want to kind of put that into perspective here. And I think, Moat, you said you lost a friend.
Yeah, and my other friend's mom my other friend, same age as me, she had to put her mom in hospice. Like, we should not have to do that. You know what I mean? Like, Yeah. This is what I'm saying, man. Like, life is too short for us to be sitting here arguing about crap that honestly should be recreational. You know what I mean? Like, we talk about it, we discuss it because we're enthusiasts, among other things. But like the other stuff, man, that's ridiculous, and that's where I'm at with it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to sit there and say like, yeah, Moat's going to kick my butt in Street Fighter, let's trash talk. That's fine. That's great, right? We're going to go back and forth. That's hilarious. Okay, but some of this other stuff's just got to stop. That's where I'm at here, and I've made the decision, so there's no rumors. I have blocked a lot of people. I have banned a lot of people from this chat that have talked negatively about me, and I know it's their right. They can do that, but I don't need to see it. I don't need to be tagged in it for my well-being, and that's fine. They can go on hating on me. I don't care. But at this point in time, and this is all I'm going to say about it, and then we're going to move on, is we're here to talk about the news, to talk about the games, have fun with you guys, because this is something we all love. This is why we do this Thursday night. Otherwise, I'm not going to do the show. That's where I'm at right now. I do this show because I love talking to the three of these guys. Every week, I look forward to this, to get their opinions, to hear their opinions, and to see you guys in the chat room and see your opinion. I mean, here you got Big Reese. Let's bring him up right now, right? Big Reese, out of nowhere, and I'm sorry, you're going to see this in a video coming up. Big Reese, all the way from Australia, he sends me Vegemite, and he sent me 2 games for Nintendo because he knows I'm collecting them. Never asked me for anything. He's just like, hey, brother, I just want to send this to your house, and you can add it to your collection. It's something that I'll never get here, in the United States. That's community. That's what it's about. I don't know. That's where I'm at right now. I haven't been able to say anything about it, and now I'm saying something about it. So let's move on. Sony, what do we got? Yesterday, the big announcement. Well, I guess I should ask you guys. You got anything you want to add to that while I pull up this Sony?
I haven't blocked anybody. I'll be here all day and tomorrow and the rest of the year if you guys want to fight.
Oh,
I wouldn't want to fight you.
No, you're a Marine.
Yeah,
I don't.
You're trained.
Like,
Marine. Like you go. Yeah. I'm good on that.
We're not gonna go down that road.
No.
You can have fun with that.
Stop and smell flowers, chat. Smell some flowers. That's what you need to do. Breathe some joy to your life. Smell some flowers, and they're real. They're not fake.
How many games do you think out of this whole thing that were like actual PlayStation exclusives?
I don't think many
were really appealing to you.
I think it was like 3. Maybe.
I was gonna say 3 or 4. Like the Resident Evil one, I'd be curious to see if they actually made it for VR. That's because they had it as an add-on. And anytime they make an add-on for VR, and I don't know, you guys have Moat? Do you have VR too, or Jade?
I didn't get it. They just started selling it, so it's available. I'm fencing on it.
Okay. Well, for the VRs that are not specifically designed for it, I get motion sickness on. But I can play like Horizon, which was developed for that, and Star Wars, which was developed purely VR, and I'm fine. So I hope whatever games that they put out, that they are going to be the actual, and they're not just like, okay, they're compatible. Does that make sense, Jade? Like,
no.
Like,
so is it motion sickness because the frame rate's not fast enough or something? Or
yeah, it's like the way it's designed, like because you're moving up and left and right at I don't know, it's weird. It just messes with your head.
It's not going. It doesn't like track your eyes to go with like.
No, you have to use the controllers.
The motion of your head.
Yes.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, then that makes sense.
So with Horizon, you can look up, and you look up. You're not really controlling your view from your controller, and that messes with me. Maybe it's just me. Like Oculus, I do pretty good.
Yeah, Oculus, I've never gotten sick.
No, I haven't either, unless I do the roller coaster.
Was Phantom Blade Zero, was that an exclusive?
I don't know. That game looked awesome.
Well, I'm gonna pull.
Oh my god!
I thought it was. I was
like,
wow. I think it was PC and PlayStation. Was it not?
A lot of them were.
No. Phantom Blade Zero is exclusive.
Oh, okay.
So what they showed that was from Xbox. That's going to Xbox is Immortal of Avram, Ghost Runner 2, Marathon, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, which
That looks really good.
Dragon's Dogma 2, Alan Wake 2.
Alan Wake 2 is another one I
The
want.
Plucky Squire, but they showed that last year. That's a Devolver game. Teardown, which apparently was on PC, and I didn't know that. Assassin's Creed Mirage, Never, Cat Quest VR, and the Talos Principle 2. Those are all going to Xbox. Everything else was PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah,
So
Spider-Man 2, they stole the show.
Spider-Man
without a
2
doubt, Spider-Man 2 is amazing
looks
looking.
really good.
Oh,
Yes.
And so does Phantom Blade Zero. And then Talos 2 looks really cool, but that's obviously not an exclusive.
Yeah.
Mo, I got to
So-
pull this up really quick before we go any further, and I'll let you read it. It's from your buddy Nick.
What Nintendo games was Mo excited for the showcase? I was excited for Foam Stars. Yeah, man. Listen,
Yeah, there you go.
I'll
You
take
mean
Splatoon in any form I can
Splatoon?
get. Yeah, I'll take Splatoon in any form I can get. Yeah, Foam Stars. Absolutely great.
I watched that, and the first thing out of it was like, oh, look, Square Enix made Splatoon.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
Literally.
It does look fun, though.
It looks better than Nintendo's Splatoon. And I hate saying that, but just the things that you can do on it, the diversity, the movement, the specials, like it looks really freaking good. I just hate the fact that it's on PS4.
So
I hate that.
So console
Well, all
fanboy,
right, so here's
hang on, console fanboy's got a super chat, $4.99. Phantom Blade. I'm not going to pull it up so we don't go over top of this, but he said Phantom Blade blew my mind. I can't wait for it. Spider-Man 2 looked very sick too. I agree with him, 100%.
yeah.
I played
Those are
the
definitely
living
two biggies.
crap out of Miles Morales, and I played the remaster of Spider-Man, which I really liked. But I mean, like Miles Morales, I played that to death. Like, it's such a good game, and if it is anything along those lines, especially with like the symbiote suit, it looks like it's going to be just amazing.
Yeah.
It looks better.
It just looks really
Yeah.
smooth.
Yeah.
It's not even just that, but it's like the movement, the traversal. Like
Yeah.
literally, they usually if you play like Miles Morales or you play the original Spider-Man or the remastered version, if you got to go 2,000 meters away, it's taking you about a minute and a half to get across the stage if you don't fast travel. They literally show Miles freaking pull back and zip across the stage, including with the flying gimmick from the comics, and get there in like 15 seconds. I was just like,
And by the way, did you notice they start in Queens? So they must have opened up. The
Yeah.
map. It's got to be a bigger map.
Yeah, they had to the other side of the map. So on Marvel Spider-Man, the other side of the map was locked up, and now it just seems like it's open. Like they showed that in the Kraven the Hunter trailer where they showed the expanded map, and I'm just like,
So I know a lot of these guys are talking about the handheld. We'll get to that a little bit. What did you guys think overall with the PlayStation Showcase versus what we saw from Microsoft? And I'm not saying choose Microsoft versus PlayStation. What I'm saying,
Well,
what did you think?
There's another Microsoft event coming up on June 11th.
yeah, I was going to say we haven't seen
So
that.
And-
that'll be their big one to try to combat Sony's here.
And Nintendo's on what? June 15th or 13th?
Didn't Nintendo
I don't.
schedule theirs? Yeah, I don't.
They
think
have-
No,
I don't
Nintendo
think-
has one coming up on the 13th. They announced another one. It was like the 13th or the 15th.
All right, I must have missed that
I missed that because I didn't see it either. Yeah, I didn't see it either.
Yeah, we were talking about it. I was watching the showcase here with Complete Geek TV in their chat room, and they brought it up. So, but the previous Xbox One, where they're all defeated, they got to come back with something because I thought Sony. I thought they did. I don't want to say it was 100% like it was knocked out of this world, but I thought it was good.
Yeah,
It wasn't bad.
There were some things better than others. A lot of little third party things. Other than Spider-Man 2, I don't feel like they had any like huge game changers. Some
Well,
of the
Final
games were
Fantasy
great.
was pretty huge.
Yeah, but that's coming out next month, and that's multiplayer. Like Beat Saber, PS. They stealth launched Beat Saber yesterday on the PSVR.
Beat Saber, I've been waiting
All right,
for that for
okay.
VR.
So let me say this about that though. Okay, as soon as I saw that, as soon as the show was done, I raced to my Quest and I bought that Queen soundtrack for it. I had to have that because I have Beat Saber on
funny.
the Quest 2. And as soon as I saw that, I didn't even care about PlayStation. I'm like, they got a Queen soundtrack that's going on my Quest. and I was playing a couple of the songs earlier today. It's great.
So Jade, out of all the games that they showed at the showcase, 'cause we're gonna let this play if people didn't get to see it while we talk over it. what was your favorite game that they announced yesterday?
Oh, I mean, definitely. I would say, like, it's between Phantom Blade Zero and Spider-Man 2. I mean, those two, like, I'm actually excited for those. Like, Phantom Blade Zero just looks awesome, like, because it almost looks like a hybridized Ghost of Tsushima crossed with what's that one on Xbox with like why can't I remember the name of it? I swear my brain has been failing me all day today. The one on Xbox where it's like a crazy samurai game and you like come back from the dead.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name of it.
Oh.
Yeah, I own it and I can't remember the name of it. But anyways,
no, Metal Gear's later this year. Sorry, answering the chat. I thought they said it was what, fall 20.
The remaster, not the remaster, but the collection is this year.
Yeah, the collections.
They didn't give a date for Snake Eater for the Snake Eater.
No,
but
that's probably going to be first quarter
collection
2024.
is in autumn.
Oh, yeah. Tsushima 2. Is that what you're talking about, Jade?
No, that will be a PlayStation thing. And Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, I'm console fanboy thrown in there.
Oh, Sekiro or something.
Sekiro.
Oh, Sekiro. Oh yeah, that's multiplat though. That's on PlayStation.
Yeah, it's multiplat, but I'm just saying, like, it's like I feel like it's something like that. See, it's like a cross between.
Yeah,
See, I don't get into these. I don't get into these like medieval / ancient Chinese.
It's not medieval.
It's not. It's really freaking. It looks really good.
It looks good, but I just don't get into these whole like King Arthur world, and I know that's not King Arthur, but you know what I'm saying, like these.
But
I don't get into that.
When you have like speed, agility, and like superpowers and a sword.
I had a hard time with the last Assassin's Creed because it was very.
Yeah, but Assassin's Creed is trash.
It is. That's why they're coming out with another one.
No, but see, the thing is, when they show Mirage looks like it's going back to its roots.
No, that's what I'm saying. That one actually looked good, but the last couple ones are bad.
At first, I didn't even realize that's what Mirage was going to be. At first, I'm like, did they remaster the first game?
I said the same thing. On stream. I was like, is this a remake? And then I'm like, oh.
So I did not realize that's what Mirage was going to wind up being.
I like
I'm kind of excited for it because it's going to be a smaller, tighter game.
I like the zombie game. That looked fun where they were slapping each other with it.
You don't think this combat looks great? This combat looks amazing.
No, it looks good. I just don't think I could get into it as far as the gameplay. I'm just being honest. Like, I think it looks phenomenal, but I don't think I'd get into it playing it.
Yeah.
It's just not my type of game.
No. A gamer would never say that, Steven.
That's fine.
A gamer would never say that. See, because you could pop this in, and if you force.
Okay, I'm buying it. I'm just saying I don't think I'm gonna. I'm not saying I'm not buying it. I'm just saying I don't know if I'm going to get into it. But it looks amazing. I said this while watching it. I thought it looked amazing.
That's awesome. That is so good.
Like
remember when you could rent games for like $4?
Right.
So coming up here, we're going to see. We're not going to. We'll kind of skip through a lot of the stuff here.
Yeah.
But they announced.
No, just real quick. So one thing I want to know if the rest of the panel noticed this: how few games they announced that were coming out for both PS4 and PS5.
Oh, they finally killed it.
Yeah,
it's a good thing. Yeah, I said that. It's about time. Listen, PS4 games are being held back. PS5 games are being held back.
Can we all agree that this is a stupid game? Can we all agree?
Nope, I can't.
Oh, there's no way. You couldn't pay me to buy this.
It looks great. No, I can't. Listen, this might end up being on PlayStation Plus, so you might not have to buy it.
Okay, but still, this reminds me of Ori. Did you ever play the game Ori?
This is never.
That is a good game.
Well, so.
It is. My wife likes Ori. I can't get into Ori. I tried. I have both of them, and I can't get into
Okamiden. Or Okami, sorry.
Okamiden
was
This looks fun. Version. Like wait.
So you're gonna bury Neville, but you're gonna say Cat Quest VR looks good?
Cat Quest VR looks pretty good. Yeah. Listen, I'm just being honest here. I didn't understand the concept of the weird animals mutating and dying, and it just reminded me of Ori because that's pretty much the storyline for Ori.
Steven wants to be a furry. It's all right.
Yeah.
I thought
the graphics look pretty good. I also
foam stars.
I also did.
This looks
this is Fortnite meets Splatoon.
Like a lot of fun.
Fortnite meets Splatoon.
This actually.
Yeah, this is.
You're probably gonna skip over it, and that's fine. But can we talk about how they brought my dude Cade 6 back to Destiny? Like, real quick. Can
Yeah,
I put
yeah,
that
yeah.
over?
Go ahead.
Can I put that over real
Put it
fast?
over.
Because I tingled.
Wait, what
I
is this?
tingled in a-
I didn't see this.
This is Foam Stars.
This is Foam Stars. This is Fortnite meets
Oh, okay,
Splatoon.
okay.
That's their. See, that's PS4. You see it right there.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I just didn't see that last.
Yeah, they're
part.
only. I counted maybe 6 or 7 games that specifically said they were
Nick,
both
I'm not
PS4.
high. I just
No.
I like okay. The other game with the cat walking, that was so stupid. Like who I there's now
Some
now
people listen because
Jade
people-
would buy
people
it. She
play-
buys all the cat games.
People love Stray. Everybody loves Stray.
Yeah,
So,
I've
they put more
never
games out there.
I've never
actually
Cult of
played.
the
pretty good
Lamb,
game.
like stuff like that. People they enjoy that kind of stuff.
Okay.
There are games that I usually wait for a lot of games to go on sale, unless it's like
There's your boy.
anything
Yeah, there we
Cyberpunk
go.
is an instant buy. You know why? Because Cyberpunk is the only game like it. There is no other game. Somebody convinced me that there's another game that is like Cyberpunk that has the level that Cyberpunk does and the futuristic appeal that Cyberpunk has.
I like
I'm waiting, Mo.
Cyberpunk needed like 13 patches too, and it came out broken for like a good couple months.
Wait,
where
what's
it had to be pulled short.
what's the
Off
other
the
game
store.
that's like Cyberpunk? Has the guy with the pig mask on the front? Can't think of it off the top of my head.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I know
that's like Cyberpunk.
No, it's
You know
not.
what, Beyond Good and Evil?
What's that?
No.
Oh no, that's not
No.
a pig.
No.
No.
I'm trying to think. Somebody in the chat room help me out. They've had
Yeah,
it
and
for other
it
systems.
takes place in the UK.
Yeah, it has a lot of
Dogs
that.
Legion.
No,
Yes, Watch Dogs Legion.
Watchdog. Yeah, Watchdog Legion.
Watch Dogs. It's a
I think it's a
Yeah.
lot like Cyberpunk. I think there's a lot of elements that are
it's
like
a,
it.
No. It's a cool game, but like there's Cyberpunk is just a very unique game. Like
Watchdogs. Yeah.
you can say that the platform has been done before, but like to me, there's nothing else like Cyberpunk. There's no other game that has.
You're right.
that
There's
much
been no
of an
other game that's come
expansive
out that was broken on day one.
So-
You're
so-
absolutely
so-
right.
technological.
Wait, Jade. So there's no other game that's been that expansive and let you do the stuff that Cyberpunk has done. Can I introduce you? Can I introduce you to this little game story mode that's called Grand Theft Auto 5 that lets you branch with 3 different characters? and
Yes.
lets you do all
Okay.
of
Yes.
that.
Yes. And I love GTA 5. I absolutely love it. But what I'm saying is GTA 5 is not Cyberpunk. It does not have the Cyberpunk element, and I am a huge like Cyberpunk.
Can we just say this? Can we?
I get the steampunk thing. I get it.
Can we say this is just that was Breath of the Wild for?
I said that.
Yes,
I
Breath
said
of the Wild for
I-
Yes,
PS5?
that was a
Okay.
blatant
100%.
ripoff. It was
Okay.
a blatant ripoff. I couldn't even believe.
I mean, as much as they
Yeah,
showed the
absolutely.
glider, I was sitting there going, "Geez!" And like, now we got another
Yeah.
franchise.
have you no shame? But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like that's my personal opinion. I don't think that there is any game that can compare to Cyberpunk as far as like what it is. Like, as far as like being in a world, like GTA 5 is a great example, Mo. But I'm saying like the actual like technological aspect and the biological aspect and all these other like character things that are in it are just there's been nothing that has duplicated that so far. I don't think.
It's unique. It's unique.
See, I'm not a big Final Fantasy guy, but this looks really good.
Oh no, I love Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I just the thing with Final Fantasy, I don't
Although
have the time
I
to put
still
into
say
it.
this. It feels like they're trying to mix Final Fantasy with Devil May Cry, with
Well,
just the way the characters.
Yeah, I can see
fight.
that.
Well, it's the ATB system. They're trying to get more engaging combat because they don't want to just do turn-based combat anymore.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I know, but I missed that.
well, I mean, you can still they were like just like in remake, you could set it to be
Yeah.
turn-based. You can do that, which I was actually surprised they didn't show part 2 of remake, but they're probably saving that for Square Enix's thing because I saw this and I was like, oh, they're gonna show remake part 2. Yeah. We're gonna see chocobos running and stuff. Yeah, nope.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
surprised by
convinced
that,
Square
too.
Enix will do their own show within
Yeah.
the next month or so.
Absolutely.
Them and Ubisoft will have their own shows at some point. Probably Capcom too.
See, I thought this was kind of good. I have Alan Wake 1, which is
Same.
a remake for PS5 basically, but it's still really good. We play it. So I'm looking forward to this one. I know I'm probably the minority when it comes to that, but
Bioshock is really cool, and I definitely. But I would almost say that Bioshock is another one of those games that's in its own space. Like it's in that expansive world with all these really cool, unique aspects to it, but it is literally its own world. Where it's for me, it's like the same thing with Cyberpunk, which is what makes it special. And so Bioshock definitely has like that special feel to it because it's got its own unique, visual style and technology set that they're kind of living in and all that stuff. So.
See, everybody went after me about hating Breath of the Wild. I was not a fan. I need to go back and revisit it, but I was not a fan. But Tears of the Kingdom, I can't put it down. I've been playing that like nonstop. Console Fanboy asked, "Are you into Tears of the Kingdom?" I think it's really good. I think that's how it should have been done for Breath of the Wild, but yeah.
they had system limitations. Remember that game also had
True.
to run on the Wii U.
True.
So,
True. But the whole story just sucks you in. Like the Tears of the Kingdom story is like sucking me in. And like next, I'm like, oh, I'm only gonna play for 5 more minutes, and then 2 hours pass. No, and I don't say that much about different games. Like I can usually Fortnite's probably the only other one, like because I get sucked into playing that a lot. But
I've just been loving watching all these videos of people trying to make just the craziest.
It's just so
devices
long,
and structures and things you can make in that game.
It's just so stinking long. Like I gotta put hours in it. So is this that cat game? Yeah, it is that cat game. See, I don't get this one. I really don't. I get it. There's something for everybody, but like the whole preview, the cat's just running. Like, what do you do in this game?
Well, at least they didn't show the freaking game with the horse and the band and all that other stuff. At least they didn't show that for the 4th time. So
yeah.
Can't even think of the name.
But I mean, what's the point of this game? What did you guys gather from this? Because look, all you see is the cat looking behind it and running.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is the point?
Not a clue.
Come on, Jade.
It's a prequel to Stray.
But it almost
is it really?
It almost has a Double Fine like Studios kind of look to it. You know what I mean? Like it kind of has.
Yeah.
Like,
the animation's cool, but I just didn't understand the point. Like
it looks interesting. Like, have you ever played those kind of like they're almost like very story based, kind of linear like anime style games where you kind of go along and you move the character along and you progress, but it's very like linear story based and you play it pretty much for the story. Like it kind of looks like that.
MG goes, Tech Buzz, there's one game coming that's going to blow Zelda Tears of the Kingdom out of the water. It's called Cat Quest. Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh boy. All right. Street Fighter 6. Do we all have like mixed feelings about this?
I'm getting this.
No, mine is it's preloaded on my Xbox already. Just gotta get the Steam version. Yeah.
Oh, you got it on Xbox?
Well, it's crossplay, so it doesn't matter. I didn't even think about it. I got it on Xbox so my friend could also play it, but like I can get it on Steam as well.
No, but I'm saying like everybody's.
I thought it was like optimized for PS5 though.
No, this is cross-platform.
I thought the PS5 had some sort of special thing that.
No, the Xbox version actually runs better out of the consoles.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Let me look. Yeah. I was trying to get it.
If it's on Series X, right?
There we go.
Right, if it's Series X, correct. If it's Series X, Series S, yeah, you might as well play it on PS5. But Series X, yeah, you get it on
PS5. Yeah. I don't know. I got my my fight stick, so.
Resident Evil 4 VR
what fight
mode.
Stick do you have?
I think it's the F. What is the F300 or maybe it's the F500.
The Mayflash. The Mayflash.
Yeah, Mayflash. Yeah.
Gotcha.
See, I'm with the VR. I'm not into these first-person shooter games like that. I they're just not. Nah, give me
this was actually kind of interesting.
See, this one I wouldn't get either.
Just
this
for all
one,
the like effects and different things you can do. Yeah,
the effects and stuff, but that's about it. Like
I used to be so hardcore addicted to Quake 3 Arena, and then then it went to like Arena Online. But I used to just be so addicted to it. But I mean, I started playing it when it was still like you'd connect, to the servers through the game.
It's got to have a good story. Like if it doesn't
Well,
have a good story, then okay,
Well,
let's.
that was the thing. And if you listen to like the story, it was like the guy that was pinned down. Like they kept entering his mind until that world was inside that dude's mind, and you were hearing it over and over. And like it was like one of those things where like I don't know if it's like a labyrinth where it just constantly evolves and changes, but like the premise behind it's interesting. Literally.
So, what did you guys think about this? Because I was like yelling, "Take my money!" And I know it sounds funny, but like I thoroughly enjoyed the Vita being able to play remote on my PS4 and PS3 when I had it. I love the concept.
All this is going to be, right?
Well, wait, I think they're going to
streaming the
no.
game.
I think they're going to build in something with the PlayStation Plus where you can get games that you can have and play it to its internal memory. I really think
that's what I'm saying. If you can't download the games and play it on there, like I don't see what the purpose is. Like, if you have to stream to that, like, what do you get? Like, basically, I could use my phone to do the same exact thing. So what's the point of that?
Yeah, on the PlayStation blog, they said it's literally just PS5 games via remote play, no ability to download, et cetera, right?
Well, that's what I was trying to find out.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
but
supposedly it's coming out in November.
Yeah, but it makes sense though, because if it's remote play from your PlayStation 5, as long as you've got a good internet connection, you know, a lot of people essentially it's just a
I'll still get it. Yeah, I want to sit up in my living room and
as long
play.
as the price point's good. Like people pay $300 for the Logitech G Cloud, so I mean, you know, if this comes in like $250,
if it was like $100 and it came with the controller,
I told Jade it's probably with the screen.
Like $250.
I was gonna say $199 unless it has storage. If it has storage, it's gonna be $250 and $300.
Well, it has to have storage so you can have save files. And
right. So if you do a 30, I think they got to do
it's gonna be $300.
I do too.
They got to do a 128 and a 256. You can't go lower than that because the games are too hefty. You have to start at least. I'd even like to see 256 512, but then I would do 300. I would do $300 for it.
So for everybody in the chat that's saying that they can do this with their Steam Deck or their phone or wherever else, and I agree with you. You can do this stuff. However, you can't get a dedicated 1080p 60 frame per second LED screen with a DualSense controller with the haptics and whatever else connected to one thing. For everybody who's sitting there saying, "Oh, well, I got that, dude. Listen, I got a Switch too. I got another one right here." Like, you know what I mean? Like, freaking.
But is it worth $300?
These things are like, you know what I mean? Like, they're like, why not just turn you on? Is it worth $300? Depends on who you are.
To me, it's worth it. I don't have a Steam Deck. I will buy it.
Yeah, exactly. And
no. Yeah, okay, totally. It's a subjective thing. Depends on who you are. But from a realistic point of view, as people who collect this stuff and you know play on it and stuff like that,
the commoners aren't going to buy it.
Is it actually like worth $300?
Yes, yes, because the reason I believe is that they're going to put out, once everybody outcries that there's no exclusive games for whoever else to, they're going to put out a patch and they're going to make it so that you can download your PS5 games to it and whatever else to be able to play it.
But if they do, they have to have hardware in that thing that actually is going to support those games.
Agreed.
Like if you're
agreed, but the thing is, clearly they have something in there that's strong enough, you know, that's able to run it. You know, again, we go back to G Cloud. If they're running it off an Azure server or something like that, that's able to play the game. You know, that's all that really matters. All they really need to do is make an update so that you can log into it and you play in offline mode. If you can play in offline mode, and
that's what I was gonna say. MG's saying you aren't downloading any games; you're buffering local cloud streaming. So
and I hate that. Yeah. I have never had ever had a good experience streaming cloud games. Like I've tried it on different platforms, I've tried it on different consoles, and does it work? Yeah, it works. But like the image quality drops. You're gonna inevitably have like you'll have like connection bounces and stuff like that. So those like this, and this is just my personal opinion, like that's the one thing I cannot stand about cloud gaming. I like despise it. If they got it to a point, which I'm sure they eventually will if we don't kill ourselves, where it's just so refined that literally you have like this perfect crystal clear image 100% of the time, and there's no connectivity issues, then great. Then to me, it actually has like more value in it. But it's just like, it still feels like we're so far from that. And how long have we been doing cloud gaming now?
Well, but Sony signed a deal a while ago with Microsoft to have access to those.
Yes, so I was just gonna say.
I don't know if you've ever played any like Xbox games over the cloud, but they're pretty freaking seamless. Like no in lag or anything else like that.
I play Fortnite, which is completely cloud based with like a 20 to 30 millisecond ping, and
Yeah, so literally,
Yeah.
if they're using those servers and you have a good internet connection, like you should have no problem. So
Like a lot of
again,
these
yeah,
online. Yeah, I'm kind of with
and I mean,
Moat
like
on this.
Stadia or something like that. Like, yeah, that's trash. That was absolute
If
trash.
it's even the Vita did fairly well remote
Absolutely.
playing. Was it the
Absolutely.
best? No, but if
that was hardware limitations.
I was just gonna say, if they worked out the kinks, I will easily drop 300. My kid already's like, Dad, I want that for Christmas. So like that's easy for me. I'm like, I'm down.
And it's great because you don't have to buy extra games. It's
No.
literally you're buying something. If you're going on a trip or something, you throw that in a bag. Boom.
I hope they build it
Where's your
into where
Wi-Fi?
you can add it to your PlayStation Plus library, so you
Same.
can. I hope they do something. I think they're stupid if they don't. Let's just say that. I think that it's a missed opportunity. I won't say they're stupid. It's a missed opportunity because I think a lot of people would sign up for PlayStation Plus the 3 or 4 games. I think it's 3 games you get per month for free,
depending on your tier. Yeah,
yeah. I get 3. I get 3. So I don't remember what my tier is. So
it's as long as they stay under the price of a freaking Switch, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, like that thing shouldn't be more than $250. Honestly, and if they can say at that point, and you're already a PlayStation owner, literally that's the market that they're trying to crack into. And literally, Xbox is probably going to do the same thing and announce something the same way. And but that thing is sexy. And look, there's earbuds. We can get earbuds to go with it.
Earbuds. As long as they're better than Apple's.
If they came with it, then it would be worth $300 maybe.
Yeah.
Bill, you said this is coming out in November?
That's what I saw today. Somebody said that it was rumored to come out in November. So
that's good, right around the holidays.
But I would agree. First off, it's Sony, so I don't know if it's going to be $200, $300, whatever. So, but they have to realize that if this is really what it's primarily designed for remote play of your PS5 games, then they've already limited their market to PS5 owners. If you don't own a PS5, there is zero reason to buy this.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to keep that in mind.
It's an add-on accessory.
Yeah, and it can't be more expensive than a PS5. So,
exactly. That's why
that's why I said that price point is going to have to be like $250.
Right.
Well, that's why I was saying $199
originally
because of the
you mean like the fact
all
that
digital.
PSVR 2 is more expensive than a PS5?
Yeah.
Well, it is if you buy the bundle.
They jumped the shark.
If you got the bundle with the game, it comes with the game. So I could see. But that's you have the all digital PS5, which is $399.
Right.
So that's why I was thinking you'd have to come in like a $199. Jade, I think you said $250, $300. Moat said $250, $300. I'm not saying that's wrong, but
I wouldn't
I think
be surprised if they
started
it at $4 though. I wouldn't be surprised because it's Sony. They're like $400.
$400. I'd have to stand back and think about it. I'd need to know more about it.
$400. I'm like,
400's kind of like,
for $400, I better be getting an Oompa Loompa with that shit.
like legitimately, like $400.
$400 that is a tough pill to swallow.
Like $400 or another digital PS5 that I'll just take somewhere.
Exactly. Or you get that screen that you can put on top of it.
Ti, you know what I mean? Like then you start wearing stuff, and you're just kind of like, oh well.
Yeah.
Buy this with that, buy that with it. Yeah, no, if that thing's more than we're good. We're good.
Now, I don't like to normally speculate and give everybody give their predictions. Xbox is upcoming. We'll call it showcase, just like PlayStation. What do you think that they're going to bring to the table to try to compete? Let's kind of go around the horn and just kind of get some, because I honestly don't know. Jade, do you want to start it?
Well, I mean, the one big thing that I think they're kind of banking on is Bethesda's Starfield, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited about that. I just it's one of those games where they've been pushing it back for so long, and I can't say that I'm mad about that because I feel like a lot of developers are and especially Bethesda's a very, very, very large developer that has done a lot of really majestic level games. I feel like they want it to be good when they release it, and they want it to be right, and so that aspect of it is fine. But anyways, I think that Starfield is one of the big ones that they're banking on. As far as anything else, I mean, if they have any of the other titles like Phantom Blade Zero or anything like that, it's going to be cool. I don't think there's going to be anything super exclusive because, Microsoft guys.
Put
We're
chaps
going to be
in
talking
apple
about
shots.
Microsoft now. They share, the library with the PC, which I mean, at one point I was, that's why part of the reason why I built my gaming PC was because I'm like, well, I can basically own a PC that is just as powerful as a Series X, and I have my Series S and share a lot of the games in the library. And I mean, that's kind of like where I feel like they're going more and more. So I don't know if that's like people are kind of upset about that, but at the same time, it's like it's Microsoft, so technically it's kind of a uni-platform if you think about it. Like people who are buying gaming PCs, they get that opportunity because these gaming PCs are always running on Microsoft platform. So great, all right, you paid $2,800 to build this like just ridiculous gaming PC, right? Or you could spend $600 or $300 and get a Series X or S and have just a really easy way to still play these games at a fairly high level quality or high quality level, right? I mean, so I feel like it's just the option. So I think it's a good thing that they're allowing people who are running, Windows to have the same library that Xbox players have. I think the one thing that they need to make sure that they're doing is like making sure that that platform has all the crossplay in it.
And just so everybody knows, like we're not Sony fanboys or Xbox fanboys. I do like the Sony over the Xbox just because of certain games, not necessarily. But I do think the Xbox plays certain games better. But I own both, and I like them both.
Yeah, I buy PlayStation just purely for the exclusives because they do have good exclusives.
That's right, and I buy the Xbox for that too.
Their exclusives are always like
YouTube. I'm gonna restart it. I don't, but YouTube is the problem because I'm on Twitch right now. I'm watching it in real time.
You know what, Steven? I'm sorry, I can't be a part of this dumpster.
It's a dumpster fire. Dang it! So it appears it was a YouTube mishap because I just stopped it and restarted it, and now it's back on YouTube. Okay. So I don't know. They might have had a server go down. That's possible. That happens from time to time. Probably. But hey, guys, just so you know, you can always go to ttbgaming.com and still keep the chat open on YouTube if you want to stay in the chat room and watch the live video. You can go to Facebook, Kick, Twitch. I mean, just about so double check those places just to make sure things are going up. But that was 100% a YouTube glitch because I have all the other ones pulled up in the browser. And I looked.
We need receipts, Steven.
Yeah. Receipts. Well, I just have to make sure that nobody calls it a dumpster fire. That's all. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page on that one. So we're gonna go back to Bill. Bill's. Wait. We got to do this right here. Bill, are you still okay? Bill's on location. All right, Bill. Yeah, you want to continue on with that?
Yes. Can you hear me? Can you?
Yep. We got we got you now. Go ahead.
Okay, good. No, but what I was saying before was I actually agree with Jade about the Starfield thing. As a matter of fact, when I saw shut up, I'm agreeing with you. Jesus. So they're going to have their thing on June 11th, and they even said that Starfield was going to be a big part of it. They're going to have they're going to do their showcase, and then they're going to end it with a whole big thing on Starfield. And I think they have to do that because they're going to have to like wash the taste of Redfall out of their mouth, because that was such a crap show apparently when that one launched. Beyond that, I don't know for sure what big games they could possibly have. I think first off, I think we're going to see some of the same games we just saw for Sony, because some of them are obviously going to be cross-platform. They may even show more Metal Gear. Who knows?
They'll be like, "Look at this fantastic game we're bringing out," and we're gonna be like, "Yeah, we've seen that already."
But there are a few games that would be interesting. I know. So I saw somebody say this in the chat, and I've seen this one before. If maybe a new Fable game was coming out, that would be interesting. Yeah. the Hellblade Sentinel game, the second one of that is supposed to be coming out. We didn't see anything from that from Sony, so it'd be interesting if Xbox showed it.
Okay.
Beyond that, I mean, I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be just very game focused, just like Sony's was.
They need the new Halo, says Richadello. I don't know. I'm kind of Haloed out.
I feel like Halo's past its prime.
I kind of feel the same way about Halo that I do about Assassin's Creed, about Call of Duty. Like Mo,
Yeah.
what do
Halo's
you
a
think?
has been.
What does Microsoft got to do? You're the big Xbox
what
fan.
have to do with what I think they're going to do? That's the question.
Well, I think it's kind of both. What do you think
Hold
they're
on.
going to do? And then what do they have to do?
First off, MG, I mentioned that Cade 6 was coming back during the Sony thing. I said it, and it got overshadowed by talk about a kitty. So, yeah. So, what is Microsoft going to do? Start 20 minutes in Starfield, I think is what they said. We're going to get a new Call of Duty trailer because, Activision. They're going to do Microsoft things. They're going to announce a new Xbox Elite 3 controller because those things are like having a fire sale everywhere. So we're gonna get a new Elite controller. We might get a teaser for Gears of War 6. I think it's been a while since Gears of War 5 was coming out, so we'll get that. They'll finally have a release date for Forza Motorsport, and I think they might actually shadow drop it like that day.
Oh, that would
be good.
I think they might because that game has to be ready by now. Has to be in the oven, so I think they're gonna show that.
What about MK1?
MK1,
which was literally the next thing that's about to come out of my mouth because Summer Games Fest is showing MK on June 8th, so I think they're going to show that because they always usually show like a fighter or a fighting game or two. So I think MK1 is going to be the place where they show a trailer for it that has gameplay in it, not like an extended section, whatever. I'm praying that the rumors are true and that we get some Killer Instinct 2 footage. But
that would be cool.
Really?
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
That's like an actual rumor.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a Japanese studio that's been working on it for like the last 2 years.
Okay, Mo, you just made me happy because it might be a game now that I'm going to be buying for the Xbox. So go ahead.
So, it's going to be Xbox. You won't have to buy it. Game Pass is a beautiful.
No, I don't do Game Pass. I got my kid. Game Pass,
I bought all 3 seasons of Killer Instinct, and I have the day one edition with Shadow Jacob stuff. Yeah, like I'm all in with that. Okay. I think, and this all depends on when Nintendo decides to do their thing or whatever else. But I feel like there's going to be a joint Microsoft Nintendo thing where Game Pass is going to go to Nintendo and they either announce it here or it gets announced during the Nintendo Direct.
Ooh.
Speaking of family plans, I think that they announced a change of family plans to where people are already doing video game buddy stuff anyway, and they've tried to reintroduce what they tried to introduce back in 2012 when everybody sat there and complained about how we don't want 24-hour internet check-ins, which are getting them anyway. So why not go ahead and announce an Xbox gaming family plan? You know what I mean? What do I want from them?
Well, the reason I asked that is because some people were saying, well, like Toxin in the chat room, he says Xbox doesn't have VR, does it? Do they need to go into VR?
No, not really, because you can use a Vive, you can use whatever else. Like you don't really need it. A lot of people are already doing that. If Xbox gets into VR, it's an interesting thought. But then that's more resources. Like, what are you gonna do? You can do Connected Ventures in VR or something.
But you have Sony as a platform, and then you have the Oculus as a platform, and I mean, there's so many different ways to play VR. Like, there would really be no benefit for Xbox to make a unit specifically for their consoles.
Right, exactly.
Like, it just,
if anything, they would probably try to announce like an APK that would work on like the Oculus store or something like that. I mean, MG Marathon. Do I think it's Destiny 3? No, Marathon was Marathon was kind of like a tech demo and kind of the inspiration for Destiny. So Marathon 3, there's like Easter eggs and stuff people are trying to like solve in that right now. You know what I mean? So
okay, wait, I have a question. So PlayStation doesn't have like Rare games, right? Because I thought Rare belonged to Xbox. I mean, to Microsoft.
It does. Microsoft.
Yeah, like that is one thing that Microsoft does have in their library. Microsoft does have a really good library of like not only retro games but like remakes, and their backwards compatibility is like really sick compared to PlayStation, I think. That's just my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But that is one thing that they do have.
Whoa. 3SD, he says VR is dead. Meta just. Oh, I'm sorry, 360. VR is dead. Meta just let off a whole bunch of people again this week. VR is not dead. It's
VR is not dead at all.
If anything, we're going to see a lot more AI. VR is far from dead. But I agree. Microsoft's got a lot more work ahead of them before they get into.
Well, they need
VR.
they need to just hit you over the head with here's this, here's this, here's this, here's this, here's this. You're getting this for free. We're gonna give you this if you get XYZ. They need to drop the price of the Series X to $400. That's what they need to announce a price drop.
Like $399 for the Series X and $299 for
$399.
That would be
X and bring the Series S down to
$199. I agree. I agree with that.
Really, because they're not losing any money if they drop that price down to $199. The Series S is literally just plastic and a board inside of it. Like,
I agree.
They could drop to $199 and still make money. That's
heck. I would buy one just for collecting. I'd keep it in the box for $199. What the heck, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Go all the way. Put it in a plastic bag too.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not Glenn. I'm not freaking Glenn. I ain't gonna do that. But I Tech Buzz Gaming, play the Marathon PS5 trailer from yet. Oh, dude, I don't know if I could find that. I'd have to. Was that toward the end?
Marathon is in the middle. It was right after It was right after they showed K.
All right, let me see if I can.
It's in the middle.
You guys will have to help me out here.
But yeah, Marathon 3, like literally, that was its own like outside game thing. Like that was inspiration for Destiny. So yeah, like Marathon 1, 2, 3. Matter of fact, those are free right now, and I can't think of what store they're free in right now, but they're free. You can get 1, 2, and 3 right now for free.
Okay, so it's after the cat or before the cat? I forget.
He says XR is the future. You guys remember the XFL? Remember when we thought the XFL?
They just had a championship
after all the VR stuff. So
the XFL just had a championship. Yeah, The Rock owns that. Terramana, Zoa.
Yeah. But remember, like when it was like, what was that movie that came out with Arnold where they like promoted it?
Yo, really see Marvel? Sorry, I'm reading something in my Discord, and I'm not going to read that.
Oh, here's Marathon. Here it is.
Here's
Here it is. I'm going to back it up. I'm going to back it up. It was literally right after the VR.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me. I can.
It could be the new engine, and that could be the engine that Destiny 3 is built off of. Because please believe they need to kill Destiny 2. Like let's be done with that and move on.
We'll go full screen with it. I mean, I think certain games just.
This looked neat.
Certain games just pop really nice on the PlayStation, but I also know some of the Xbox Series X games, they're very smooth. I don't know how to explain it, but
it's a stronger graphics.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain games I'd rather play. Okay, so while this is playing, Mortal Kombat 1, PlayStation or Xbox? What do you get it on?
Xbox.
I don't know. See, I would go PlayStation personally, but
I'm
fine.
gonna say PlayStation because a lot of my friends play Mortal Kombat on PlayStation. Yeah, it's gonna be crossplay eventually. So,
but are we gonna see a difference? I guess that's what I should ask.
Look, if you take a game,
you're forgetting something. That game's also coming to Switch. You're not gonna get it on Switch.
Oh,
are you playing the cloud version of Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch?
No,
it probably is. That's exactly what it's gonna be too.
But here's the thing, Steven. To your question about, PlayStation versus Xbox, like, look, if you take the same game that is on both platforms and you play it on a Series X, it's better.
It's better. Of course, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I know that. I know that.
But a PlayStation exclusive title is almost going to outshine any dual platform game.
But that's why I was asking about, do you get it on Xbox or Play? Is there any notable difference? Has anybody seen any notable difference between
performance will be better on the Series X?
Okay, that's what I'm asking because
it'll be better.
I bought Mortal Kombat 11 for Xbox One X because it seemed to play better on the Xbox. Okay,
it does.
So I was kind of leaning towards
the majority. The majority of fighting games, if not 95% to 100, I buy them all on Xbox. I just have friends again who play on PlayStation, but mainly I'll buy them, especially this generation. It's been all Xbox. Guilty Gear Strive, freaking Mortal Kombat 11, like they're all on Xbox because they run better, they perform better. All
right, so MG, he's saying I'll get it on whatever console the Tech Buzz Gaming gets it because because play
He's
is
gonna
cool.
play it at your house anyways.
He's gonna play.
What to do?
We'll
what
do
to
it on
voice
game night.
chat. Clicky. Dude, we use Discord. Nobody uses they use Discord now. Discord's on all consoles now as well. If you guys aren't using Discord for voice chat, I don't know what y'all.
No, we used for Fortnite. We used what's built in.
No. Use Discord. Like literally, it's literally built into Xbox. It's built into PlayStation now. Like the only thing it's not built in is literally you can just literally transfer to Xbox. I can hop in my video call. I can hop in a voice call right now in my Discord, and then it'll say transfer to Xbox. Hold on.
That's pretty sweet.
I will do this live. Listen, don't nobody hop in the streaming channel because I know how y'all get, right? So the voice, right? So if I turn on my Xbox right now, I can hit the button and I can change it over, and it'll say transfer to Xbox.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Literally, it's seamless. Or you can do PlayStation.
It's better quality then too.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'll be better for streaming because the built-in is just not that great.
Yeah.
Especially with the Xbox, because Xbox and I'm not poo-pooing it, but it doesn't play right with external. Yeah, it doesn't play right with external sound cards. Like the PlayStation, I can plug in like cheap USB sound cards and it sees it, but when I go in the Xbox, it sits there. It doesn't know what to do with it, and so it's same with the Switch. The Switch is the same way. Like Nintendo never got that right either. It's like you can only have in or out working. Like you can't have both. It's like come on. All right, so it sounds like we're all excited for what Xbox is going to bring. And if Nintendo is going to do a direct, like I said, I swear they said the 13th or the 15th of June was coming. Did anybody get any kind of clarification on that? Did we find anything on that? Because like I said, everybody was talking about
the 13th would make sense only because it's a Tuesday and Nintendo Directs and Treehouses are usually held on Tuesdays. But I didn't see anything about that, and I usually see that.
Okay. Well, like I said, somebody in the chat room when I was watching Complete Geek TV,
Let me go.
So we'll see what Nintendo's going to bring to that. In the meantime, so before
don't forget Nintendo's got their live thing in September. They may just wait till
then. They might just wait till then. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make sense for them. They can wait and get their own time period. TBH.
So I was going to show you guys a little bit. So if you didn't keep up with my social media when I was at Korg's, I did manage to get both the box and the cabinet signed by Warren Davis.
Me. I'm the magical man from Lollipop Land.
Yes.
I got a signature on my keyboard pad. Please.
Yes.
That's really cool, by the way.
So I got that, but I also got so I picked up Warren Davis's new book, which he signed it inside here to me, which is it's pretty cool. I wanted to support the guy, so he signed it for me inside here. He was a really cool guy to talk to, but I mean it's a good history book on creating Qbert. And I went walking around with my buddy Mr. Rightway, and we both got one of these for $20 sealed. Wii U Star Fox. He believes that eventually this is going to be worth.
Wait, you paid? You paid how much for that?
$20.
Why is it?
Wow.
No, at the convention, it's sealed. It's unopened, even inside.
Is this the part where I tell you got ripped off?
Why would we go? He wanted 40 each for it because it has it's the boxed version. It's got 2 games, man.
Is this the part where I tell you that you got ripped off?
Why?
Yes, tell him because I want to know why.
Why?
Because if you go to your GameStop and you can find one of those in store, you can get that same thing for $4.99.
Not sealed.
They'll never have it in
not
stock.
Sealed.
They'll never.
That's why I said it's rare. It's rare, but if you can find it,
if you could,
$4.99.
but not sealed. Both games inside are sealed.
Yes, brand new.
$4.99.
Yes.
All right,
he was selling this for $40.
That's why I said you have to some things you have to know what you're looking for. Again, it's a scarcity.
Well, that's why when we got it for $20, that was a steal.
$20 isn't bad. It's not bad.
That's
I'm just saying.
That's not bad.
It's not
the
bad.
average going rate, the average going rate on eBay is $30.
Yeah.
Right. Well, they're going to mark it up.
Right.
Yeah,
they're right. Yeah, they're getting a scalp for Wii and Wii U stuff right now. But the thing is, that's about to change because I don't know if Bill was going to talk about this because I could have probably recorded a video about this. But GameStop is about to go back to selling retro stuff again.
They've been. Mine has been selling.
No. What I'm saying
is
they're about to start taking in more trades and stuff again and opening that avenue back up.
Yeah, and they're not going to sell it for what they're worth. They're going to sell them for
not.
no.
Oh, of course not.
because
it'll be a lot cheaper.
people are
Well, of
making
course
a
not.
killing online doing it. That's
Yeah.
why.
They're trying to get that market in because they rose the price up of PlayStation, not PlayStation, the GameStop Pro to $25 a month now, or a year now. Right?
Dude, I thought I
Mo,
had this
I
on
got
Wii
to meet
U.
I got to meet DX.
Xbox is looking a little.
That's Triple H.
No, I'm not talking about Triple H.
Oh, the other guy.
You're right. You're right.
Oh yeah. He was rather.
Yo, what
interesting.
happened to Triple H's arms?
Well, you know.
What happened to Triple H's nose? How does he have hair now?
Oh, it was just.
What is going on? That's not Triple H.
There was no. They were dressed up. So there's the voice, Mr. Boom Shakalaka.
Yep.
Tim Kitzrow.
Did you see how he like quickly went away from the slide once I started calling it out? That wasn't Triple H. That was
Wasn't Triple.
That was
H.
Triple G or something. It was.
Hey yo, Triple G.
So what we did for my son is
man.
I bought a nice crispy NBA Jam for Genesis, and we had him sign like all the inserts and the instruction manuals. You could see it there on the table.
Did
And
you
the
get
game.
Did you get him to record a voice clip?
Oh yeah, I have a voice clip with it too. Yeah.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
That's nice of him. That's nice of him then.
Well, they charge for it. It's not free. That's the.
Well, I'm just saying. Listen. They gotta get paid too.
They gotta get paid. No. They gotta get paid. So every autograph that they did, we got a picture. Here he was talking. We got a picture with him, but then we also just about every one. He did a magic trick with my kid. He was pretty good. My wife filmed it.
So obligatory question: did you get Daniel Pacino to sign anything since you were right next to him?
I didn't.
I'm asking before.
No.
Just asked in the chat.
No, I didn't. Here's where he signed. I didn't get Daniel Pacino's only because he's been on the show before, or Carlos. I didn't really have anything Mortal Kombat to get signed. Now, if Zohar wanted something signed, I would have got it for him. But John Hancock, I got him to sign. I bought one of those Genesis games that he has. He signed that for me. I put that on Instagram. Like, he signed it with a pen. Didn't really care. It was just whatever. I was just trying to support him. So I did buy one of those. And there's my daughter running the rig, which we're gonna have this in Cleveland. So we might have to strap Mode up with that.
My shoulders are too big for that.
Oh well, we'll make it fit. Don't you worry. But yeah, she did it, and then my son was up. He was on the mic trying to. This guy was pretty good. I have a video up on this. If you're into the old retro consoles, this guy, Doug Plummer, he's very knowledgeable. He's like a Glenn. It's kind of but he modified all these consoles and stuff.
Wow.
So this convention was really nice.
Yeah, Glenn would have gone nuts for that.
Yeah, he did. He was messaging me the other day about it. This guy, I was showing Jade. This guy is 6'8", and I'm 6'2" next to him, but the guy's still a behemoth. Like he's just.
It's so your fault.
Yeah, he was a nice guy though. He was talking.
Yeah.
Okay, hey Steven.
Yes.
What are we going until like
We're gonna wrap 30? We're gonna wrap up in a little bit. Why?
Okay, because like if we're gonna go longer, then I need to go like change my shirt because I'm like literally dying right now.
Yo, you were just posing by yourself?
Well, Steve Wright told me to do that because he's like, that's your friend. And then Steve, because we go back and forth, we call each other Fruity. I call him a Fruity Pebble. And then he gave me because I got him a shirt that says Fruity Pebble on it. And then he gave me the Cena Never Give Up. But you know what? I put it there because it has a double meaning, right? You got a content creator like that. He's like, man, talking to me, giving me, when you're feeling down and he's just telling you, man, just keep going, just do your thing, and he's like, never give up. That has a double meaning. So I have it sitting there. So
no doubt.
Forget Cena, but it's kind of it's just one of those things. Like it's a reminder, And then we are going to have a giveaway coming up, but I'm not going to spoil the video for that. But yeah, we have partnered with something. Oh yeah, there's the NBA Jam. My son got the poster, and that's the crispy Genesis.
It looks pretty crisp.
Yeah. So overall, we had a good time. I'm going to be going to Cleveland. I think I'm going back to Columbus for Torgs in November, so that should be some fun. And I saw
Torgs.
Toxin, Torgs.
Torgs
and Corgs. I don't know. I don't know if it's an Ohio thing. Whatever.
Twiggy.
But Toxin, he asked if I got the mic
Down
situation.
in Ohio.
We're in a tin can. There's not really much I can do, unfortunately, with that. But I did. So check this out. I'm not trying to be a Sony fanboy, but I'm going to be a Sony fanboy for a second. I got this thing that they usually have in the store. It's for the VR.
Sort of display, yeah.
But they also gave me a duffel bag that has the actual metal stand. I mean, they're like 1-inch pipes, and this is the back side. So I thought I could use it for videos. This is the back. It has just like the PlayStation emblems. And stuff
that's actually pretty cool.
It's really thick and it zippers shut. And she goes, "Well, make me an offer on it." And I'm like, I'm thinking she's gonna want like $200 because it's a store piece, like it came from a store. She goes, "How's $50?" I said, "How's sold?" So I bought it for $50.
You gave up too easy.
Yeah, why not?
You should have said, "How about $350?"
No, I got it for $50. Oh, $3.50.
You should say, "How about $350?" I mean, she'd have to bet on unlock this monster for it, but
she was an old lady. I didn't want to I was like, man, if she does 75, I'd probably take it. She goes 50. I'm like, sold before she changed her mind. Because Steve's like, man, I can't fit it on the plane. He's like, you buy it. So, but they had a lot of that stuff. So, but it was a fun time. So, Bill, next year maybe you need to come down and come out. I think it looked a lot of real fun. And Jade has to cross like the whole freaking United States, so it'd be kind of tough for her. Road trip.
Woo-hoo.
Then you really will be warm. You'll have to bring a couple different shirts. Do you want us to stall while you run and change your shirt? Will that make you feel better?
No, you said we're gonna wrap it up soon.
We can. She's over, does that make you feel better?
It's there's air. There's airflow. I'm dying.
Jay, you want a tip? I keep a small oscillating fan under my desk. So
yeah, no, I have one behind me. Next time
I have one right next to me.
Literally, it's blowing it, and the air comes up. So
she's having hot flashes.
Really good.
She's having hot flashes.
You're too young for that. Oh no.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're probably about 10 years off for that. You're what? You're my age, right? You're 40.
Not when you're taking the needle.
Oh,
you get hot flashes.
40. What else do we have? Oh, wait, we do have a few other things. Hang on.
Bring up MG's comment.
Yeah, just go change your shirt.
Bring up MG's comment.
All right,
that would work.
All right, I'll bring up MG's comment if she wants to change real quick. So we have two other things we got to talk about. MG says she said how about $25 and a vertical high five or virtual high five. Well, she was an arcade one up, so sorry. Yeah, I'm reading two different things here. I have chat everywhere. Sorry, MG. Moat, did you get your Killer Instinct?
No, I did not.
He got his virtual high
again,
five.
which again, it's crazy because literally we were in a call, myself, Travis, Golly, like we were all in the Discord call, and I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna order it. And literally, I record the video while we're on the thing, and so I put the video out. I order it, so I know that I got it way before this freaking thing cuts off, and I didn't get it, but somebody got 10 cabinets in a row.
But you know what? You should have ordered it when Biggie D did. Because everybody that ordered around Biggie D's time, he said it in his video.
He got it after me. He wouldn't have known unless I put it up.
Listen, I'm telling you what Biggie D said. I watched his video. He said everybody that ordered when he did got their cabinets.
Yep, he's right. He's right. He's not wrong. He's absolutely
But
right.
if he ordered it after you, how does that work?
Exactly. He ordered after me, which is the crazy part about it. It was just like...
But he's also in Arizona, and you're in Wisconsin, so there's the element of shipping and arcade one up.
They had to pay for the shipping anyway.
Yeah.
Literally, if they would have emailed me and been like, "Hey, well, this happened. We have this, but we want you to eat a little bit of the shipping cost," I probably would have even said, "Okay, that's fine." You know what I mean? That's fair. I even said that in the little short. I was like, "Dude, free shipping. They're losing money." That's what I said. They were losing money all around on this. So, whatever. I'm not mad about it. I was literally just trying to help somebody out. So I'm not mad about it. It's just more, I get more irritated when I hear that there's no cap and somebody can literally order 10 of the same cabinet. That's where I'm just kind of like, okay, that's a little ridiculous, right?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. With all you guys playing, Killer Instinct for $150, I would have bought it.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Especially
I would have bought it too.
Yeah.
Even if you were going to use it for something like a project cab or something.
Because I got to remind everybody
with all the stuff they talked about with putting the putting the limits on there and everything. One thing they should do, if they do a special deal like that, they ought to just do a limit one per customer.
Yeah, they should.
They absolutely should do a limit one.
But I have to remind everybody, because I didn't do it today yet. I'm selling my NBA Jam cabinet, and my iArcade, and they're supposed to be picking that up. Hopefully, they told me to hold on to it. So, but selling those two, getting the other Fast and the Furious cab, but also getting a Killer Instinct. I would have put Killer Instinct where NBA Jam was, because that would have got played.
That's a good thing though.
But I didn't get it.
Yeah, I get it. See, the thing about being in the Midwest is like all the cabinets from Arcade One Up, we get them from Minnesota.
So really?
From Minnesota, and they all come down. Yeah, that's where we get them from. They're in like Eagan, Minnesota. You know what I mean? So
Toxin.
So maybe they didn't have them there. Whatever else, who knows? You know what I'm
Toxin
saying?
says in the chat room, he said people bought spares just for parts. Why would you do that though? Like, why would you need 10 just for spare parts? Because A1 Up charges almost $90 for replacement boards out of warranty. I bet you know what they're going to do? They're going to tear it apart.
And they're going to part it out.
They're going to part it out, get their money back for all the cabinets that they bought.
So literally what, and I'm assuming whoever bought 10 must own like a modding business or something like that, where they can sell half of them in the box, or they can have all 10 out. They're going to sell the PCB separate. They're going to mod them up, et cetera, et cetera. Like, again, I'm not mad that they did it, but put a limit on the website. This is how Arcade Went Up. So when they said on the show today, when Travis asked about it, and he's like, oh, well, they put limitations and whatever else on it, I would love to know what they are. Again, not sour grapes for me. Paul, I'm salty because I was trying to help somebody out. So and I put it up first. So when I know that I ordered before somebody else did, when I put a video up and they're getting it and Toxin got it, I'm a little miffed about it. Mine's right here. No sweat off my back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's got one.
If you're trying to help somebody out, you know what I mean? Like, that's the part where I'm like, okay.
So Biggie D, he said he sold his NBA Jam. Yeah, because nobody's about. He says I want Blitz NBA Jam in one cabinet. That would be a good cabinet. They won't do that though, because
they can't. That's too much.
It's that in the NFL. The NFL is not going to agree to it, and the NBA is not going to agree to it. So
no,
you'd have to get it
if they could have figured out a way to do the sports station one. What was that? Blitz on. What was it? Blitz?
Showtime.
Was it Showtime?
Yeah. No, Showtime. That's it.
Yeah,
Showtime one. That would have been cool. That would have been very cool if they could have figured out how to do that. But again, same thing. It's comes down to licensing. If you're gonna, they had a hard enough time getting the NFL on board to begin with. They weren't going to split it with somebody else.
I'm actually thinking about, even though I just bought the Dig Dug, and I really don't want to do this. After getting the Fast and the Furious as a deluxe cabinet, I'm really thinking about getting rid of my Miss Pac-Man and my Dig Dug, so that I can get the class of '81 and have that as a deluxe, and that'll also free up some room for some other cabinet. Because I'm like, those deluxes, man, they are just, it's how they should have been done. I'm just being honest here.
I'm laughing at MG's comment.
He is too funny.
All right,
he really is too funny.
But I mean, if you're gonna do it, you better do it before those other ones come out. Might as well cash out and.
I know, I know, but I just bought Dig Dug. Like, I just paid.
I get it, but think about
$200.
Think about the live stream you could do and build it together. Think
that was, that was like watching paint dry. I can't believe people sat and watched me do that. Like, that was. Y'all are saints to sit there and watch me build Fast and Furious with my son, nonetheless. That was, I don't know. Let's while we're waiting for Jade to come back, let's talk about real quick. So we're not here till 11 o'clock. This I know it came out last week. Lego's new Pac-Man arcade set makes the old new again. $300. Do you guys think this is worth it?
No.
No.
You could buy a countercade for that. No.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously.
I like the concept.
I think I paid less than that for my Super Pac-Man Partycade.
I like the concept. I just I'm just not 100% like. Yeah, I don't know. I
can't.
Legos are
$300
just.
to build it. To build it yourself.
Hey,
too?
well, you
Yeah.
get a play set
Oh, no,
behind it.
I love Lego. Lego's awesome, but they're just so ridiculous.
Oh, I'm sorry,
expensive.
$269.99.
It's still too much.
Yeah,
I
no,
wanted the
I can't.
Nintendo Lego, and I wasn't
Oh,
gonna
I
pay.
saw
for
this
it.
thing.
But that's different. That's Nintendo. Like I can give you that. This is Pac-Man, and it is built like a freaking countercade.
Let me go back to this.
Like I'd rather just go
Yeah.
get a countercade.
You could get an arcade one up for $300.
Right, exactly. Like no. If they would have said like 150, maybe
I was
170.
yeah,
I thought
125.
the Nintendo one was pretty cool though.
Yeah. The Nintendo one's cool, but not for what did they want? 350, 400?
No,
I don't know.
like
It was
$199 or something.
No, it was
No.
$299. Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
99.
No,
I would have
it
bought
was
it for
like
$100.
Are we
$199.
talking about the one with the TV and the NES and whatever else?
Yes.
Yeah, that one's $299. That one was
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Well, and it's roughly the same price here. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna.
But that's different though. You can build that NES one and you can mod it, and people have modded it and made.
Oh,
it
they
work.
make it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's different, dude. This is just you would buy this and you would literally look at it like, yeah, this is more desk crap that I know that I didn't need,
Mm-hmm.
but I did it anyway. It's $300.
Well, since everybody's
Yeah.
so like uppity about this, let's talk about
No.
Numbskull here because as if we
It's
don't need no
$300.
as if we don't
Death Trap?
yeah as if we don't need any more of these 1/6 scale or these are actually what
These are quarter scale.
these are
right?
quarter
Quarter
scales,
scales,
1/4
yeah.
scales. Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, and the arcade game. They brought these out. You can get a bundle if you want the stool.
Mhm.
How accurate are these ones compared
They're
to like,
they're pretty
really good.
Yeah, they're
They're-
right up there with New Wave.
They're definitely like the new waves.
Yeah.
They're just bigger because they're quarter scale.
But I
Now,
want to
here's-
say, aren't they
but-
$200?
They're $300.
300.
Those are $300. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're definitely more expensive. And here's the thing. Like compare this to New Wave Toys. If New Wave Toys did this, you would have both. You would have both skins, but you'd also have both games in the cab.
Mm.
With
Yeah.
this, if you want turtles, you're going to get turtles. If you want turtles in time, you're going to get turtles in time. You're going to have to spend $600 to get both of them.
But
if this
but
was
here's
New Wave Toys, I guarantee you both games would be in it. You could buy both, or you could just pick the one you like that looks better.
Yeah, they're gonna cash in on nostalgia on this. Like, I don't care how much.
Yeah.
I don't care what the certificate's authenticity is. I understand that maybe Kevin Easton like signed one or something like that. Cool, but it's $300.
Yeah.
I mean, like realistically speaking, $300 for that, or if it's just because you want to sit on your desk, fine, cool, maybe. But it's $300. For the same $300, you can look on OfferUp or something and grab an arcade 1-up version, or get a faulty killer killer instinct for $150, and then it doesn't work, and then they don't want to fix it, and then you can get the Gen 1 Turtles cabinet for replacement. I'm salty about that.
Jade, how many did you
Anyway.
order? How many did you order?
But I had this thought, and I don't want to completely lose it. But so for quarter scale, I mean a good quality build or whatever. But for quarter scale, you're looking at $300 right there, right? And then on average, 160 to 200 for New Wave Toys if you get them when you pre-order. If not, then they're getting resold for $300, on eBay or sometimes more. And it's just interesting to me because people complain about arcade 1-up's price points all the time. $500, $600, and you think about starting from a shark fin model that's just a piece of cardboard to where they're at now, where at least it's like cardboard with a coin door and a light up marquee and all these other things that they've improved upon in the form factor. It's just an interesting thought to me because you think that's $300. For $100 more, you could get a 3/4 scale size,
Right.
arcade cabinet.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I don't really get, like, this is a good example of where I don't understand where people are complaining about the price point on these arcade 1-ups, and don't use the argument of, well, that this is a perfect, quarter scale replica. Like, that's not the point. You're talking about like overall what you're getting. Like, take Dragon's Lair, for example.
Stop talking logical. What's wrong with you?
So, but I mean, like that's just it's interesting to like. It's always interesting to me to think about like the price points and differences between like 1/16 and or wait 1/6 and then quarter scale.
Numbskull, what we're saying is, if you want to send us one to review it, we're happy to review it. We will review it.
Yeah, no question that.
Absolutely.
And we'll compare it to the arcade one up, Jade. Well, that's what Jade's trying to say, right, Jade?
Yes.
I'm joking, of course, but
I do think they
Yeah,
were
kinda
smart
joking.
to. I do think they were smart to put USB on the front of this so you could plug in controllers so that 4 people could actually play this thing. Because 4 people, again, you want to talk about huddled around an arcade one up trying to play 4 players? Imagine this.
let's see how much the signed version is, because some people in the chat room were like, you can get like, usually at the conventions it's like $30 for an autograph, or
depending on who.
Yeah, it depends who it is. So this is €349.99. What does that translate?
For
$400.
$400 right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
$400,
So,
yes.
but
Yeah.
okay. So you get the, like what Jade's saying, you get the quarter scale, you get stickers and a certificate of authenticity, you get an autograph, and you get the bench. How much is New Wave selling the bench for, or the stool? Excuse me.
$20, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like 20 or 25.
I'm thinking the one is like a mouse pad. Do we know? Is that a mouse pad there? The little screen for Turtles in Time? What is that? It comes with.
Mm.
Do you see what
it should say on the side, right?
Let me look.
On the side, right?
They're really cool though. I mean, I like.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
They're very cool.
They're
very
great
neat.
looking. I just don't know that they're worth the $300.
So you get the officially
$400
licensed
for that.
product, quarter scale replica of Konami's 1991 Turtles in Time cabinet, fully playable replica. Yeah. Includes 1 quarter scale Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade stool, numbered certificate of authenticity, and exclusive postcard.
Oh, $15 says
Postcard.
Ritual Dello.
$15 for the New Wave stool. Okay. You get 4 players simultaneous play, 4 USB ports in the front hidden behind the coin doors. High quality.
The corn doors?
The corn doors. I could have said the barn doors. 6-inch TFT screen. What's the other thing though? I'm looking.
If it's not BOE, I don't want it.
Oh, it's
TFT is not IPS though. I mean, like how? But okay, hold on. How is that
carpet,
screen
Steven.
compared to
It's
a?
carpet.
It's a carpet.
It's
No.
wallpaper, carpet, and wall stickers.
Oh my gosh.
How is that screen compared to New Wave Toys screens? Because their screens are pretty good.
I don't own one of these. Doug and
Yeah,
you'd have to ask Doug and Glenn. I know they both had Pac-Man.
Okay,
Miss
hey,
Pac-Man.
Doug.
Travis
Cool.
might have one. I think Travis
Oh, did
has
Travis
one.
have one? Is Travis in the chat
I
room?
think he's got a Pac-Man one or something like that.
Glenn,
Somebody
are you
has
in the
one.
chat room? Do you have one? How
Well,
is the screen?
It's $400. $400 graphics card. $400. Like you start weighing it.
Yeah,
down.
that's what I'm
come
saying.
on,
I
man.
mean, and like, if you're like a hardcore collector and you have that kind of like expendable or disposable income, then I guess it would make sense for you to. I mean, I
Right.
guess you wouldn't even be asking if it makes sense, right? But I mean, and that's kind of like my argument with Arcade One Up too. Is like, if you're gonna collect these things, like, why are you complaining about it? Because when you actually think about the price to scale comparison, like, you're never going to get that anywhere else, so I don't know, it still blows my mind. I just don't
Listen,
understand
Jay,
it.
Summer's coming and I'm ready for my corn on the cob. Leave me alone.
No corn doors, no buy. We should start a new
No
hashtag.
corn doors, no
Yeah,
buy.
corn doors, no buy.
But I don't know. I don't have one. And up until New Wave sending out the reviews, I really didn't have those because I was like, dang, where am I going to put these? And they are nice. They're nice conversation pieces. But the little step in front of my my broadcast area is perfect for them. So I have them set up. I do want to get some of the carpet that they have so I can put it down and then put them on top. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I think they're awesome. Like we did to get signed.
MG.
Like that. Not that I'm trying to rub it in or anything. Just
No, that's definitely a brag. That's definitely a brag.
that there is.
You send that picture to P-Dubs yet?
I didn't. He's been busy with his son, so I didn't.
Yeah.
I
Shout out to his kiddo, man. Like,
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So people know. I don't know if there's going to be Super Game Room dudes tomorrow with P Dubs. It might be without P Dubs because his son was in a. What was that?
sorry, that's my fault. Hold on.
Yeah, she pulled her headset out. I'll wait till she gets back in. His son was in a car accident, and again, so all this stuff, right?
It's too short, man.
Life's too short, man. Enjoy
Yeah.
your stuff. Listen to this. Yeah, we got the Fruity Pebble. So this is a good time. I'm glad he showed up. So tomorrow night, if you guys are bored, tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern, I'll be joining this Fruity Pebble on his show, Mr. Right Way, to talk about the PlayStation stuff, and I'll be rocking my John Cena stuff just to make him happy. I'll even bring my corn doors.
Who's player 2?
What's that?
Who's player 2?
So he has a player 2 hat. Somebody sent me this from Super Nintendo World. They got it out in California, and I was trying to be nice. I was like, I'll buy it. Can you get me like a player 2 hat? But I thought it would be kind of cool to get my kid one. So, but yeah, tomorrow night, 10 o'clock, right after SmackDown, because he has to wait till SmackDown's over because he got to make sure the Fruity Pebble gets a win.
SmackDown tomorrow is going to be a waste. They're already going to be in Jeddah. They're going to be in the beautiful city of Jeddah. It's going to be a bunch of filler matches unless you want to watch like Natty.
I'm not watching it. So 10 o'clock tomorrow night on his channel, he'll be talking smack. If you guys want to check that out tomorrow, we'll be talking consoles and all that good stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Bill's over there pre-ordering this.
Saw him enter credit card information.
I seen it. He was like, on. He was going to get too.
I am the great Cornholio. I need PP for my bunghole.
He's gonna wear his shirt.
Jay, I do not have on the Team Rocket shirt, the Team Rocket hat, but I could put it on and be James real quick. Yep, absolutely right.
No, tomorrow night will be a lot of fun. I always have fun. But everybody, if you want to come out, watch us give each other a hard time. We always have a good. And like I said, I have to give it to Steve, because a lot of these celebrities, when you go to these influencers, celebrities that are at these I'm going to say it for you, Jade, Korgs and Torgs, they all sit at their table. Not Steve. Steve's out on the floor wheeling and dealing. He's out there trying to get the best deal that he can on games, and he's out there actually helping people. Like he walked up, he's like, "Hey, let's go walk around, see if we can get you some deals." Like, that's the difference with some of these guys, and like that's how it should be. He's like, "Man, I don't want to be sitting there and like waiting for people to come to my." He's like, "I'm going to go out there where the people are." So I thought that was kind of cool. Like, he could have just been like, "Yeah, come to my table," that type of thing. I know that's what Moat would do, right?
Yeah, that's me all day.
Yeah.
I just seen
I say it once and I'll say it again, man. The day that somebody asks me for an autograph, the day I'm going to be like, "Shut up."
I'm going to ask you for listen. I'm going to ask you for a selfie
sign it.
and an autograph in Cleveland.
That's premeditated.
Listen,
only because you know.
Listen. Y'all gonna watch that on the stream that aren't gonna be there. I'm gonna walk up to Moat and I'm gonna do the selfie thing, and I'm gonna be like, "Can I get your autograph?" That's the face.
That's a rib at that point. You know what I mean? Like that's a rib. But I mean, like just literally, it's just like, oh well, like I don't know. Like I'm only got like 3 point something K, and I know this perspective, everything that's enough for a concert or something like that, right? But it's just like like if you just hear people like, "Yo, can I have your autograph?" I'm like, bro, sure, thanks for watching. So like, I don't know. It's still to me like when people watch a video and they're like, "Yo, it was a great video." I'm like, "Yo, thanks." That means something.
Yeah.
I'm not like to that point where I'm just like, "Oh yeah, I've made X amount of videos." No, like, do listen, all that.
Yeah.
You could have been watching somebody else. So for that for me, that's a moment.
MG's like, "Please don't let the tech buzz tell us Fruity Pebble." Listen, I already told it once. I don't need to tell it again. If you didn't pay attention when I told it the first time, well then there's something wrong with you. You'll have to go back and watch it again. I ain't telling it again.
MG, I am not Ricky Bobby.
He's gonna sign your baby's forehead with a shirt. What is
not Ricky Bobby? Talladega Nights. Yeah.
All I'm saying is, like, when Michael B shows up, I heard he likes to tackle people. So you're just gonna have to watch. I might be
you
put
gotta watch out for that.
Chris Farley tackles.
Oh yeah, like when he tackled
Oh,
P-Dubs.
yeah.
I'm gonna put Moat in front of me. He's gonna make sure like you don't
He
spear
didn't
me.
tackle me. He didn't tackle me.
Well,
Mike's a teddy bear. He's nice.
So it's gonna be a lot of fun. We've got that coming up. I've already started working on the streaming rig for that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I was talking to the folks over at Cleveland, and they want us to do like a podcast session where we sit down and talk about what's going on there. And so it'll be a lot of fun. We'll have a lot of stuff set up. And if I can get everything worked in where we have internet, I might even be able to, because I'll have the same call-in system that you guys are on right now. I have the old machine in the rack. We might even be able to have you guys call in direct right there to the show. How cool would that be? There virtually.
Call into the
just like you're doing now. You'd be able to call into the
Sure.
virtual the remote studio that I have set up. How cool
Can we
would that be?
That would
cosplay?
be cool.
You can cosplay if you want.
Cool.
So I'm gonna work on trying to get that to work so I can pull in. Well, Moat's gonna cosplay. I heard
Yeah, I'm gonna cosplay.
he's gonna shave his head. He's gonna shave
Mo,
his
you should go
eyebrows
as
and
you-
shave
you
his
should
No,
beard.
no, no.
It's
Listen.
I told ya.
The whole Samson thing is almost over with. You guys see, have eyebrows back now. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. We're not shaving heads again. No.
All right,
no,
Widow.
Unless it's for a good cause.
Widow goes,
Unless you want to be added to the board, maybe.
I'm gonna have Mike of all trades sign my 3D printed corn door.
Nobody's having me sign
Yeah.
anything. Literally.
Corn doors.
So listen, all right, check this out. The only way I'm signing stuff for people is if it's $20, and that $20 has to go to Extra Life. That's the only way I'm signing something, because y'all shouldn't be trying to get no goddamn no signatures. Legit.
But
Like,
I think Mo, in all seriousness, all joking aside, I think for me, I'm like over the signature thing with like even celebrities. For me, it's more like it's a remembrance thing. Like when you met that person, like meeting, like I'm not trying to put you up on a pedestal.
Yearbook.
Yeah,
Like
it's
a
like a yearbook. Like
Yeah,
even with Steve giving me
I
the
guess I
Cena
guess that's
stuff,
fair.
it's kind of like you
I
like
guess that's fair.
I have stuff laid out here in the studio, and you look at it and you go, "Oh, I remember when Steve gave that to me at the last convention," or like
That's fair. That's fair.
that's kind of how
Thought
I
about
look at
that.
the signature. Like even like this. Okay, so Warren Davis is he did that. Whatever. Same with the arcade. It's like I was there. Like I almost should have had him put on.
If I had my own table, I would be like, if somebody came up and asked me for an autograph, I would be like, first of all, are you subscribed? And secondly, super chats are enabled.
No, it's sorry.
I mean, I like the
that's
pictures
just-
too. The pictures are good too. Like, I mean, I don't have to have an autograph, but like pictures are good too. But it's cool. Like if we had a poster there, like I'm seriously gonna look and see if we can get a Cleveland Classic poster, and I want to have all the content creators sign it as something to put up in here. Be like, we all met, we all got together at this
Yeah,
place.
that makes sense.
Not to be
That would
like
cool.
you're a celebrity or I'm a celebrity. It's not. It's to me it's not about that. It's just about like, hey, these guys were here. Who was all at that? Oh, Mike signed it. Mike B signed it. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I'm kind of looking at it.
No, I get it. Like for me, it was weird. Like with the Midwest Camden Classic thing, when they emailed me like months ago, and I'm just like, but dude, I'm nobody. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
kind
my
of say the
God.
English. I'm like I'm nobody. Dude, like you just get in that realm and you're just like, oh well.
You guys are
do
so
something.
practical. Like I would be embarrassing. I would be
Yeah, but that's because you be out there.
if I was around you guys, I would like be like, first of all, I'd be wearing something that's like low cut, and I'd be like, you guys signing my back? I'd be like, oh my god,
I didn't-
Jack of all trades.
I'm serious. Like
Retro gaming show.
I'm almost sad that I didn't have Steve write the date
Oh
and
my
sign
God.
on that John Cena one. Just be like, because then when people go up to it, they look at it. Oh, who's Mr. Rightway? They're like, oh, he's a content creator. I got to meet him out there. He's a good buddy of mine. Stuff like that. Like I don't know that to me.
Yeah, no, see, that's awesome. It's just I don't know. It's still the idea of like trying to get used to somebody being like that's why I said the first time I ever have it, I'm gonna be like achievement unlocked. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
somebody
Like I
don't
bet
know,
you
like,
there's
I
going to be a lot of
I
guys
still
that are going
find
to be
it
there.
weird when people recognize me. Never mind, ask me.
I bet you there's going to be a lot of
right.
guys at Cleveland that know all the content creators. They're going to want pictures with all of us, not because we're something, but just because they watch us all the time, which is cool. But I
Sorry to
wouldn't be
hear that.
surprised if people say like, that's a great idea with the poster. Why don't you all sign it so I know who is all there? Not because we're somebody special or anything. I think to me that's a good souvenir from something like that. Like I would love
That's
like for
actually something I
myself.
would want.
I want it in my
that would be
studio.
cool.
I'll frame it and I'll put it up on the wall. It's just like it part of the creative process.
Yeah.
It is
Like,
still
that's-
weird. I mean, Steve's even saying that it is still weird, but
Yeah.
I don't know
But
about
it's-
signing
it's-
underwear though.
Yeah.
Paul
You can go
Barris
right
wants
next
you
to
to sign
Jenna.
his underwear.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
He wants you to sign his underwear.
Yeah. No.
But some
Sorry,
guys,
Paul.
some
Listen,
guys,
listen.
I met,
I'll do anything.
I met JR. There was two guys, three guys that were at the at Korg's that knew me, that came up and saw when I was putting some stuff. JR was one, shook my hand and was like, "Hey, it's great to meet you." He had his kid. I watch you guys all the time. He's probably watching right now. He was actually watching as he was driving the Korgs. He was watching my live coverage as he was getting there. And then I had like 4 people that recognized me, but they were like, "You look busy because you were interviewing." And they said some big jabroni kept jumping in front of you every time you were trying to interview somebody and interrupting all your interviews. I was like, "Oh, that was missed the right way." He does that all the time. He's like, he sees a camera and he thinks he's got to jump in front. So, John Cena.
Wait, you
know,
gotta pull,
I feel
Frank
bad.
D's comment.
What's that?
He said you gotta pull up Frank D's comment.
Do I want to pull up Frank D's comment?
No,
Oh,
pull
no,
it
that's-
up.
that's wholesome.
Yeah.
All right,
pull
go
it up.
ahead, read it.
That's
It is
wholesome.
wholesome. All this talk about not being special. Someone needs to go back and watch Mr. Rogers. We were all special in his eyes.
Well, but Mr. Rogers did say is what kind of special we were. If you're still here at 10:52 p.m. Eastern time, you're special. The camera loves him. A lot of the interviews, if you go back and watch it
Special
on the
kinda
channel,
special.
he jumps in front. Like, it was hilarious. I thought Mike from Torg was going to be like, "Really, dude? Like, seriously?"
Torque.
Torx.
Korg. I feel bad. I feel bad for the Trekkies because nobody's talking about the Borg. Like literally,
The
like
Borg.
all the-
Oh, give it time. Give it
Borg.
time. Somebody will come up with Borgs. But no, yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was my first big convention that was worth anything. So I thought it was a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to the next 2. And especially with all you guys being there, it'll be even more fun. So I don't know, Bill, because I know we didn't get to your segment, but we had a lot of stuff.
I know, it's okay.
Wait. No. Here's a
Uh-oh.
segment because it's been like a month.
No, wait.
We are not going into June with this
Wait.
segment.
All right. We gotta play a second. This guy here, Tech Buzz is special on a third. Listen, I couldn't read the one thing, okay? And he started on me. You have to go back and watch the live stream. Maybe it wasn't in the live stream. I forget.
I know what he means. I know what he means by that.
I couldn't read it like I do in the show here sometime because it was. And he's like, "You gotta understand, Tech Buzz reads it as a 3rd grade level." I'm like, "All right, wise guy." All right, let's get to Bill's segment here. He's been dying to have it played, so we're gonna play it. Here we
Because
go.
you're big in
Do it.
Japan
Just do it.
All right, we'll play it.
tonight.
Here we go.
Retro Gaming Spotlight.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Retro Gaming Spotlight. Today, I want to shine a light on a video game company from the mid-80s called Cinemaware. I'm sure a lot of you remember Cinemaware. They came about in 1986 and their first game was Defender of the Crown. Now I'm going to touch on that game and a couple others in just a minute, but one of the things that I loved about this company is how they combined cinematics and gameplay to really make you feel like you were not just playing a game, but you were actually involved in a story, almost in a movie. For the first time, really, I think that I remember any game company ever being able to do, at least until the invention of like full motion video and things like that. But they did it all with graphics and things of that nature. Now, a lot of their games did come out on the Amiga, but many were ported to Commodore 64 and PC and even to the NES. Now, Cinemaware released about a dozen or so games between 1986 and 1981. Many of them, I said, were those story-based type games, but they also branched out into sports games as well with their TV sports line. And one of the cool things about those particular games was how it made you feel not just that you were playing a sports game, but you were actually watching a sports game being broadcast on TV. It had that cinematic feel to it. Cinemaware. So I just wanted to shine a spotlight on them. I wanted to highlight a couple of their games, and I hope you guys remember them, and I hope you remember them fondly. Let's take a look at Defender of the Crown. Alright, so as I said, Defender of the Crown was the first game released by Cinemaware, and it came out in 1986. Now, in the game, you play as a Saxon trying to defend England from Norman invaders. Now, it's a strategy-based game, but there were some great elements in it, such as jousting and having to rescue damsels in distress. You even had help from Robin Hood at certain parts of the game. Again, it was just such a wonderful game in terms of the scope of it, not just being a strategy game, but having that cinematic feel to it. And it was really the game that jump-started Cinemaware and led to a lot of other great games, such as the next one I'm going to talk about. Next up is It Came from the Desert, released in 1989, again first for the Amiga, but then over to PC and several other consoles, where it went through some minor changes as it got to things like the TurboGrafx 16. But It Came from the Desert is basically a 1950s sci-fi movie that you play as a game. Now, it's the only Cinemaware game I believe that I know of that actually had a sequel in the form of an expansion called Anthead's It Came from the Desert 2. Now, in the game, you play as a geologist who goes to California to study a meteor crash, only to discover that radiation from the meteor has enlarged insects in the area, leading to giant ants, giant spiders, and things of that nature that have to be combated. Again, it's got that great cinematic feel to it. Really feels like you're playing a 1950s B movie. And last but not least, I just want to talk about one of their sports games. This is TV Sports Basketball, released in 1990. Now, TV Sports Basketball did come out for the Amiga, as well as PC, Commodore 64, and TurboGrafx 16. And again, like I said, was one of their sports games that gave that cinematic broadcast feel to it as you were playing the game. Now, the game lets you play against the computer or against or with another player, whether that is in competitive or co-op mode. And the cool thing is you could choose to pick one particular player and play that player for the entire game, or you could choose to play as whoever has the ball. Now, the game doesn't have an NBA license, so there aren't any real players in it, but it was still a fun basketball game to play, and with the addition of cutscenes showing players running from one side of the court to the other, and different angles to give it that broadcast feel, it really added something to the element of a sports game that wasn't there for a lot of others. Now, interestingly enough, many of these games are available to play today through the Cinemaware Anthology that you can pick up on Steam for $9.99. But really, I'm going to stop here. That's going to do it for this particular Retro Gaming Spotlight. Let me know if you remember Cinemaware and if you had a favorite game. It's going to do it for this one, and I'll see you next time. Now back to game time.
Yeah.
There you go, Bill.
Oh, we're back.
We're back. Sorry, I was listening to the
Because you're big in
distraction.
Japan tonight. Oh.
Bill, everybody
Yeah.
liked your segment.
Yeah, I want to do something a little different, shine a spotlight on a publisher, a game, a game company as opposed to a specific game. And I just remember those Cinemaware games being really cool. I can't imagine what it would be like if they were still around and making games with the technology we have now. I mean, they would literally be like movies.
And we don't want to forget there's one other thing that we have to do. Not really have to do, but hang on, I got to play the bumper. Got to do this right.
iArcade. News and notes.
think there's a rule that says
What-
you have to.
I have to do it. I
Yeah,
have to
well,
do it.
yeah.
I like playing
seriously.
the bumpers. All right, go ahead,
Uh,
Bill. What do we got?
we got a sale! Yay!
And now, is this for
So-
hardware
so-
or is this just games?
Games.
Okay,
I believe it's just games.
it just
They
says
have
25%.
I don't think they
off.
have any hardware to sell. I mean, you know, they've
Oh,
had
so
their
the
media.
wait. So the $2.99 sale for the Retromania
I don't know
is
if that's
done.
still. I think that's still going on.
Wait, let me
but I
see
don't-
if
I
Best
don't know how long
Buy-
it's going to be.
Let me
Wait,
see.
does
But that's-
Best Buy have?
You know, that's a whole separate thing.
Oh,
So you know,
It's still
they're
on the
going to be
website,
putting
but it
select
hasn't-
games.
Go ahead, Bill.
So they're going to be putting select games on sale starting tomorrow, going through June 9th. They've already got Mayhem Brawler 50% off, and they just added
That's a good game.
DLC to it.
Oh my God!
which is
It's
pretty
$4.99
cool.
at Best
So-
Buy.
So
It's-
you know, we'll see tomorrow what games they actually put on sale.
So what are you getting, Bill? What games?
I'm actually definitely going to pick up Mayhem Brawler.
It's a good game.
Because I've heard it's a good game. I hadn't picked it up yet, and for $10, it's definitely worth it. So that's one for sure I'm going to pick up, and then I'll see what else they have on sale. So I mean, at this point, I don't know. It's going to depend on what they put on sale that I don't already own, and if it's ones that I'm interested in.
Yeah, that's smart. See what you can get and what they have it for. There's a few games that I'll play on it, but it'd be nice
On what?
on the arcade. The
I thought
Mayhem
you
Brawler.
sold yours.
I did verbally. So I sold it to a youth center, and the guy said I won't be able to come and get it for a couple weeks. I know the guy, so he's like, "Can you hold on to them?" So that's why they're still here. But that and NBA Jam are for the most part spoken for, sold. I don't have the money yet, but if he flakes on me, I'll complain. I'll complain on the show about it. But some of the guys suggested where I could sell it. So
Oh, did you guys know that there's like a bunch of cabs on sale? Arcade one-ups on sale at Walmart right now.
there is, especially the Dig Dug one. I saw it for $199 earlier today, which everybody said I was wrong for that.
What? It's $2.99.
Oh, they changed it. It was like then it must have been for a couple hours because it was $199,
But
and then they had. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and the Shinku is $3.79, and then
Yep.
the Joust one is $3.79, but that has the shit monitor in it. I'm pretty sure.
Well, so does Dig Dug.
Yes, it does.
Dig Dug has.
Yeah,
the,
and so does Dig Dug. But $3.79 for the Shinku. That's not.
So
bad.
Rich Adello says looks like Retromania Cab is still $2.99 on their site.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah,
Is
it's
that-
on
still
their
there.
site, so
Is-
they do have
but it-
stock.
Yeah, that's the only one. The Dragon's Lair one is sold out now.
But wait a
So
second
it's
though,
only
is that
the,
just for the bar top for $2.99, or is it the
No,
whole?
it's the whole. It's the
No,
whole.
it's the whole
That's
thing.
not bad. That's not a bad. That's not a bad buy if you're looking for the iArcade. I mean, $2.99. That's what it. In my opinion, that's what it
shipping
should have
was
been.
about
At.
for about $400.
Oh, you got to pay for shipping with it.
Yeah,
Mm.
I added to my
Oh,
cart
you-
just to make sure.
If
Yeah.
you guys need stools for your arcade, Walmart still has them on sale. They have a Final Fight like double set for $100, so that's $50 a pop. But I mean, you get two
That's a good deal.
stools. Yeah, it's a good deal, and then you can either put like a cover on it, or you can just replace the top only. I mean, I don't like.
And if you have an
I got
Ollie's or Big Lots, you can get bar stools that are like that for $10.
$10.
Yeah, I just bought some. I got
Let me see. You know what? I'm sick of this. Today, Stringer showed me where I
Hang
could
on a
get
second,
like
hang on
a
a second.
$30 Star Wars stool.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, that did happen while I was driving. I heard that. Matter of fact, I'm about to check right now.
so this is the exact same one as the
Freaking Pet Boys.
this is the same
You're giving
as
the game away,
arcade
Jay. What
one
are
up.
you doing?
This one says
Let me
man
get
cave.
one
So
first.
$10, folks.
Get
$10.
one first.
Okay, you got that for
That's a good deal.
$10.
$10 at Big Lots.
No, you did. When did you get it? Like a couple years before COVID?
No, earlier this week. Don't hate me. I don't buy those overpriced arcade one-up ones. I only keep them if they come with my machine, man. Harbor Freight's got them, yeah, for $20. I've seen them before too. Some of them have like different designs on them and such.
Great. Way to make me look like a dumb bimbo, Steven.
Well, no, if you want Final Fight, $50 is still better than $100 that arcade one-up is selling their crap for. I mean, like,
Yeah.
geez, even $80 that are. I mean, nobody's paying. Didn't you say you got a Darth Vader one at Pep Boys or something?
No, that's what Stringer told me after I said I ordered one from
And how much was the Darth Vader one?
that Stringer talked about. It was $30.
Oh, I so want one. $30? I'll go
Well,
to Pep Boys.
those stools that you were just showing, they're like $60 on their website.
No, it was
Big
they had
lots
a
of
red tags on them, $10 each.
Okay, red tag, so that's like not normal.
Well, I didn't say it was normal. Neither is the 2 for 50 or 2 for, it was a 2 for. Some Big Lots are probably getting rid of them. I mean, that doesn't mean
Down
everyone.
in Ohio, swag like Ohio.
Now, if they'd only do the arcade carpet for freaking cheap, that would be great because Ollie's
Wait,
usually has that.
you can get that at a Big Lots. Why am I frozen?
I don't know. You were dancing and you froze. Everybody else is. Oh, now you're moving.
Now there you go. You're good.
Yeah, Big Lots, they sell carpet, and so I go in there and check all the time to see if not so much Big Lots. They usually have like throw carpets. But
arcade carpet though, like with the.
Some people have found it. My mom and them. That's how I got the little piece that I had. They found it. So I need to find. I just got to go in and check at the right time because it's expensive. That stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I think we figured out if I were to do the whole arcade over there, what they charge per square foot, it would cost almost $1,000 to do it. It's ridiculous. But yes, this is the controversy of the stool.
I'm bringing their website right now.
Let's see. Yeah, anyone can get 2 for $50. YMMV on red tag stools only at Steven's store. Oh yeah, it might be certain specific ones because I've even gone like, okay, so when we went to the Mario Brothers movie, they didn't even have like the cups, and we went to like the really nice, like where they have the recliners and stuff theater. He's like, yeah, we sold out. We only had like 100 of them. I'm like who gets freaking only 100 cups for a movie? That's like.
Especially for a movie like
bestseller.
that, a lot of people are going to come to.
Oh well, but now everybody on eBay is selling for like 5 times the amount.
But did they give you $25 and a virtual high five?
No, I know another company doing that. Mo, why don't you tell us all about it?
There's a 33 to 43 height black metal Jesse bar stool with PU letter seats 360 silver set of 2 for 87.
You know what, Mo?
You want me to talk about another company?
Mo, you can't even get listen. You can't even with that virtual high five. You can't even get a stool from Arcade One Up.
You can't get anything for $25. It's funny. Our ecosystem screwed you over, but hey, here's $25. The code's not exclusive to you, and.
Listen, the Bobsey twins gave you a big smile.
Don't you already have a KI though?
Yeah,
I was gonna get it and give it to Godly because he doesn't have one. I was trying to look out.
He was trying
because that's what you do for people. Ninjas move in the shadows. He didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they effed up my plan. So the Bobsey twins, is that what you call them now for real?
Bobsey twins. That's what I'm calling them. Bobsey twins.
Rich Odello says just get the Harbor Freight stools. I just saw that they have them for like what was it, like $35 or something.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, they're pretty good.
I play Fast and Furious on the stool because it seems to fit just right, size wise.
You're like 20 feet tall, so I guess playing that on.
Yeah, but after standing for a while with that, like when you're playing out, like when we were playing like 3 hours. It gets hard on your leg just standing there playing it.
Sitting is a crutch.
Now, I did get those pedal covers that I know a lot of you guys have been using, and I know PD7 Phil he got them, and I actually like them. I'm gonna get them for my Ridge Racer.
Yeah, I got it. I just use the gas pedal though. I don't put it on the brake pedal.
Yeah, who uses the brake pedal?
I don't know.
Not on this game, anyways.
But it definitely just feels like 1,000 times better.
Oh, 100%. So instead of a $600 cab, now you have a $630 cab because it's another $25 for those pedals. So, anyways, we should wrap this up. We've gone long enough. We're going marathons here. Mr. Moat, what do you got going on here? Mike of all trades. I heard you did some rebranding. I watched a video. You did some rebranding. Why don't you tell everybody about your rebranding? Because maybe they didn't watch your video yet. 7-Eleven Studios or something like that. Man, I can't even give him the crack.
Triumph or die.
I tried. I know he's there because I see his cabinets moving in the background, so I know he.
God dang it!
I know you ain't frozen. He ain't frozen. I thought I'd get him by calling it 7-Eleven, but he didn't budge, so I was watching the cabinet.
So yeah. So tomorrow on the channel, yeah, it's again in the video, like I said, like that thing was a whole me being selfish thing. Really, the channel only started for me to troll UAG. But it's literally
a good reason.
changed to something where it's like it's more of a community thing. So yeah, it's no longer Mo Plays. That's dead. You can probably find it if you use a search, type it in the search bar or something. But yeah, it's just now the back alley 7-Eleven. Get your Slurpees, get your arcade games and whatever else, right? You know what I mean? So
Sorry.
tomorrow night,
Here, you gotta read
night on the channel is.
Oh man,
Poor Biggie D.
That poor guy is never gonna live down.
no, not at all.
That poor guy.
Didn't we talk earlier about being respectful and all this other jazz?
Yes, we
Didn't we
did.
say this earlier? Like anyway. So yeah, speaking of that channel that Biggie D can tell you all about, tomorrow night there's gonna community night, so we're finally gonna do it. It's Memorial Day weekend, so you've got Marvel's Capcom 2, you got Killer Instinct, you got a Big Blue or a Shinku Doken or Yoga Flame. Come through 10:15 Eastern, have some fun, use these cabinets, come have some fun. Again, it's Memorial Day weekend. Pretty much just chill, hang out, relax. We might do something Monday night, play some promo party or something. But other than that, yeah, man. Yeah, that's about it. It's about it.
All right, Jade, what do you got?
I got 2 girls, Sharon and Stone, over here, and wait before.
Look at
What are we fighting for, chat? what are we fighting for here? Okay, somebody tell me what we're fighting for.
Okay, but seriously, Steven.
Wait a second. Are you competing with Corny's wife?
All right, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm out.
I am jealous. I'm actually jealous.
Oh my god.
Hey, but mad respect to that woman. She's a good looking lady.
No, he's a good sport. He was a good sport about it too. I saw it in the chat room.
Of course he is. He's putting her on video. He's like, "Bitch, you better sit there while I film this."
I saw it in the chat room. They're like mad respect to Biggie D alone and Brittany too. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no,
he's back.
No disrespect to Biggie D.
No, there's no disrespect.
We're just kidding around, dude. That's like an inside joke. You know, it's just he's just never gonna live it down. It's like,
yeah. It's kind of like me reading at a 3rd grade level. It's just how it is.
But I mean, like, you know, Corner Kate, he's definitely forcing his wife to sit there. He's like, "Bitch, just sit there. I'll film you. Look happy."
Jeez.
He's like, "Yeah, you look good."
And the crazy thing is, we can't ask him about it because he's gonna be like, "Yeah, of course, yo, hype it up, yeah." Like, listen, that would be an interview I'd love to have. I'd like to just talk to his wife and be like, "So, listen, real quick."
I bet you she's hella cool people, dude. She's probably hella cool people.
Well, I could say this, and I don't know much about it, but I could definitely say she probably can whip his butt in every one of those games because we know she's the only one that plays those cabinets.
Yeah, that's true. I was gonna say she's the only one we've ever seen playing them.
No. I saw him play on a Friday night on the back alley channel. Yeah. She putting work in.
Oh.
Yeah, that killer.
Wait a second. So
hey,
she's going in under his name and playing. That's what's happening.
He knows how to like touch and hit the buttons, I think, and like I know he knows like to push the joystick.
Oh my gosh!
Jeez.
Oh.
Okay. Wait. I'm getting so distracted. Will you just? I just want you to pull something up. really quick. If you go to
We're on island time, F it. We're on island time, F it.
hey, you're
go ahead.
supposed to save that's like a retirement hat right there. I can see
Yeah.
it.
We're all gonna be finished
Cruise
after tonight. Go
liner.
ahead, let it rock. Yeah, go ahead, let it rock. Yeah, we're gonna be finished after tonight. Go ahead.
Okay, you got to show
Oh,
Steven,
come on.
you've got to show everybody this real quick before we sign off.
All right, what am I
Go
showing?
to on YouTube, go to Paradox Arcade Systems, and they have one of their latest shorts is called PDX Ad 2023. Like, you have to see this thing. It's incredible. It's just incredible.
All right, let me go to let me do it like this because that way you can see what I'm. Is
Yeah,
it
there
the
you
world's
go.
best expensive arcade machine? Is that what I'm pulling up?
No. Just click on their name up at the top
Oh.
and subscribe and subscribe.
I'm subscribing. Why am I subscribing?
And then go to shorts.
Okay, I'm going to shorts.
Yeah,
Well-
and then that one right there that says PDX Ad 2023. This is the stuff that they make.
Yeah, that's about a good $6,000. Yeah.
Oh no, more.
You know
more
what?
than-
That only looks a little bit
More
better
than
than an
that.
iArcade.
more than that. Look at these steering
Holy
wheels. Though.
cow.
They're
Oh my God.
literal arcade quality, and
Okay,
they
that's
fold
a
under.
$15,000 machine.
What?
You can
Holy
also attach yokes to it. They have a Tron stick on there,
What
spinners.
is with that screen down by where the coin door should be?
Dude.
That is
Yeah,
wild.
there's a screen, and then
Listen.
you can see like the pedals down there and everything.
Yo, screw
What?
that. Listen, screw trying to appeal to Numbskull. Yo, can we get in the door with them real quick? Yeah.
Look at the-
Yeah, no joke.
Look at the deck. I mean-
I'll review that.
It looks
Dude,
like
I'm serious. Like, they probably make the sickest looking multicade ever, and functionally it's amazing. I know that they at some point were working with Glenn as well to use some of his GRS stuff.
wow.
Wow.
But like, look at the quality of the steering wheels and everything. I mean, everything is like arcade level quality, and then just the aesthetic that they do
Yeah,
is
that's-
like insane. And
that
that's
is-
just one format. Like, they have many.
I know what I'll be doing tonight, watching a little bit of that.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else that you want to add before we rotate over to Bill? Oh, now you're going to play the Frozen game.
No, I was just thinking, and I mean, that's pretty much the same thing. So
Okay. All right, Bill. You had your first live stream. Had to go back and watch it afterwards.
I finished my drink.
And he finished his drink. Took him long enough. What do you got going on this week? Weekend? Any
he's
videos?
Kobe Calais right now. He's Kobe Calais. He's public. Yeah.
I don't know yet. It's Memorial Day weekend. I don't really have anything major planned. I'm actually there's a pretty big like outdoor flea market. Thanks.
The disrespect. The
For God.
disrespect.
I telling you. There's a pretty big outdoor flea market in close to my area. Actually, it's close to Glenn's area, where he lives, going on this weekend. And I think I'm gonna head up there because they usually have, people selling some old video games and different kind of equipment. So I'll check that out, see if there's anything interesting. Beyond that, I don't know. I don't really have anything major planned. We'll just see what the weekend brings up.
Cool.
I always make sure I leave a couple sips in there, Paul.
Why'd you call him Paul?
Because Paul said.
Oh, I
That
thought
was-
I thought you were talking about Paul Bear.
that was to a
Okay,
comment.
I didn't see the comment come through right away. So he wants you to sign his LCD virtual corn door. All right, guys. On that note, we want to say a big shout out to all the servicemen and women who gave up a portion of their life to serve, and those that lost their life. That's why we're having Memorial Day weekend. That's why we all get to have barbecues, cookouts, things like that, because of the service.
Yeah.
We thank you for your service, including the service of the servicewoman on our panel. We appreciate it.
No. Don't thank me. I love you guys. But yeah, I mean, I have some friends that I lost in Afghanistan, and
Gotta make
love
sure.
out to their family and
Yep.
and to everybody who's, gone but not forgotten. So enjoy your freedom, enjoy your life, and that's the best way to thank anybody, I think.
Thank a veteran if you have it. Buy him a meal if you have it. If you can
No,
do
that's
it.
Veterans Day.
But you can still do it for Memorial Day. We've done it for
No,
Memorial Day.
You
It's
don't
all
do that
good.
on Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. Listen, I'll do it whenever I darn well please to do it. And you're gonna like it. All right. All right. On that note, before we about to throw down here, we're gonna get out of here. See you next week.
Oh, what a long show. Gotta use the restroom. What are you doing here? Why are you here? Can't you see a guy's gotta do what a guy's gotta... You already had me for 2 hours. Like, I gotta go. Like, this is scary. The fact that you're here. Just go. Get out of here. Go. Lights out. I gotta go. Come on. You gotta go. Go. Now.
You're still here? Go home. It's over. Go.
Let's grab something to drink up in here, and there's a little bit of orange juice left in. Wait. What are you doing here? Like, listen, there's an arcade one up at. Y'all can stalk me all these other places. I can't drink orange juice now. Go to bed. Go away. You need something to do. I'm just saying, you don't need to be up in my fridge. Like my fridge of all places. Come on now. Seriously. No, seriously. Go. Like, this kind of stuff that gets you reported around here.
Oh, man, what a long show. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, time to go to bed. Hello? I think you left this on. Hello? Wow. You guys are all still here? The show's over. That's it. There's nothing left. Go. Go to bed. It's over. Go. No, seriously. That's it. Go. Go to bed. Chicka chicka.